Yes, everything is rolling.
We should have used the clackboard.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, we could have. And welcome to a brand new episode of the McDonCast here in my apartment today.
We're moving.
Things are moving and grooving and rolling and tolling.
So we're in a new place.
Bowling and all their own.
Probably the next 3 episodes will be here.
It's probably, yeah.
I know I said in the last episode that would be our last episode of the year.
That was probably
not
true because this will definitely not go up in the next 2 days.
We'll see.
It won't. All right.
We'll see.
Anyways, we've got plenty of news for you guys this week,
as well as some thoughts on some movies that have come out over the past month.
Yep, we've got
that we have not had time to talk about.
We've got what do we got in gaming news? We got some Fortnite news. We got some Final Fantasy news. We got some other news. We got some Star Wars news. We got some Batman news.
Batman trailer.
We got a stupid amount of reviews to do. So here we are, everybody. Welcome. I sit down, get a cup of cocoa, and get ready.
Unless you're in Texas where it was 85 degrees on Christmas. Who is this guy?
Okay, bye. All right, anyways, starting things off, we have some Pokemon Legends Arceus, just like a bunch of promotional stuff came out in the game.
The big marketing.
Obviously is coming out here in the next...
When does it come out?
January till, let's look it up.
Is it like end of or like middle of January?
Pokemon.
This is why we're professionals.
Legends Arceus release date. There it is. Okay, it comes out January.
End of January.
So the very end of January.
Like a month from now.
Patrick is showing us political memes in the middle of recording.
Oh, that's not, is that a meme or did he actually say that? Life. He actually said that?
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, the promotion cycle for Arceus is obviously starting up.
Does the game still look poopy?
The game still looks like a PS2 game.
But the gameplay looks evolved.
The gameplay looks good, but Nintendo, as always, being 3 console generations behind, the game looks worse than Sword and Shield, and I don't understand how.
I think part of it is that Pokemon Company has never worked, or Game Freak rather, has never worked on a game like this ever.
Yeah.
Because the mainline games are so linear, and like the camera angle never changes. And the animations are always, 15 years out of date. This is the first time I've had to actually work on a game where they've had to make like new environments and figure out how to move a camera.
Yeah. Here, I'll have this play in the background while we're talking about it.
Oh, love ads.
But yeah, they and this I believe is the most recent trailer. So once this ad is over, we can actually comment on what is in the trailer.
We just gotta take a moment to wonder why Apple does not let it just be full screen.
Yep. Apple just doesn't like proper ratios.
They want you to airdrop it to you.
Yeah, so, I mean, obviously we already knew that this takes place...
is a
prequel to the entire Pokemon series.
This game is what everyone was hoping Sword and Shield would be, which
is
just wild area of the game.
The ground, like the grass and everything, does look good.
It doesn't look terrible.
And the Pokemon, I think, look good, too.
The trees still look terrible, but that was the thing in Sword and Shield.
If you look closely, they have turning animations now, so they actually move when they turn instead of just, like, floating in place and moving. You can see the Ponyta actually turns around
they turn. They don't just like...
The trees, though. The trees look so bad. The rocks look really bad, too.
Game Freak just doesn't...
The rock looks like they took a PNG of a rock and pasted it on some
It looks like model. They just used like a Banjo-Kazooie texture.
Yeah, that's another... A lot of people...
This town doesn't look terrible.
The town doesn't look bad. But look at the people. Look at like how blocky and like blurry all their clothes are.
Yeah, their animations.
Like, look at the badge on his uniform. Why does it look so bad? Like, how hard is it to just scale the models properly?
The lighting looks so weird.
Yeah, the lighting doesn't look bad. It just looks unfinished. Like, the shading looks off.
Everything looks, like, slightly pixelated.
Yeah, like, the wings on the butterfree look a little off.
I said this, we were talking off camera about this. And I said, the graphics were going to be bad. And I'm okay with that as long as there's an... Because
like, this looks good. Like, this battle thing looks fine.
Because if this is an improvement gameplay wise, and this sells well, and they're gonna make more games like this, we're just assuming that they will improve the technical aspects of those
over time. And like some parts of it look really good, and then just it seems like the parts of the game, like the rocks, the stuff that moves is what looks bad.
Is this just like like some kind of anthology game? It's not like a mainline series game.
We don't really know yet. It's not, obviously it is a pretty drastic change from the regular RPG that is Pokemon. Obviously it is open world.
And we're supposed... Normally we would get a new mainline game this year. Or next year, rather.
But I think this is what that...
But I think this is just taking the place of that, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine development for this was rather difficult, to say the least.
Yeah, because Pokemon normally has two teams. They have the main team, which is like all the old people.
Yeah.
And then they have like the noobs who do like your Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon.
So
my guess is that because the Pokemon Cafe developers did the Diamond and
with these,
Pearl
like,
remake...
This whole thing with like these red eye Pokemon and stuff spawning or whatever, I don't think this is going to be much like Breath of the Wild. I think this is going to be a lot more like Monster Hunter, where there's
looks like
because we've only seen that one little town. I think that one little town is your hub that you sort of live in and upgrade your stuff at, and you go out from there to do different missions fighting these Pokemon that are corrupted or whatever.
I think this will be a really short game,
which would also explain why the character is like moving and getting hit by attacks and stuff.
Yeah.
I think this will be a lot more akin to Monster Hunter than it is to Breath of the Wild.
It'll be Monster Hunter, but instead of fighting the monsters, you throw balls at them.
Yeah. I mean, the attack animations look incredible. I mean, compared to what we've been getting, this looks awesome.
They look good besides, like, textures of rocks and trees.
Yeah, it's the textures that look bad. That's the thing.
It's just really strange things.
Yeah, the animations and the models themselves look fine, but the textures look
like the
awful.
Pokemon look fine. The people are all right. It's like grass and rocks and trees. That's like the bad part.
And
like
rain in
Yeah.
video games is always ugly, so I don't blame them there. But anyway, so this game doesn't necessarily need to be the best version of what it can be. It just needs to be an improvement on what it was.
Yeah.
So that stuff doesn't really bother me as much, because hopefully as they evolve forward, not only do I hope it won't take another 20 years for them to do anything, I hope that they will just improve what is already good from this. All right, what's next, Sam? Is it Fortnite
All right,
time?
it is time for weekly Fortnite news.
I'm gonna make a little thing for that, and it's gonna go right here. Okay, mark my words.
Fortnite is
I'll do it today.
apparently going to start bringing in Bethesda characters, as well as working with Doomslayer.
So this has not been officially announced. This is just
This is a rumor.
this is not really a rumor. It's more just the publications are hey, this is gonna happen.
Yeah,
It's not like Fortnite where we're putting Doomslayer in the game next week. It's not that yet.
it's like eventually we have plans to collab with them. Yeah, so I mean,
Makes sense. They've been doing
Doomslayer
Xbox
skin makes
stuff.
sense. Yeah, I mean, Master
And
Chief
Xbox
is already
owns they've
Master
also
Chief is
done-
already in the game, and Doom Guy has always just been basically the same.
Yeah, and they're doing Gears of War stuff. I think is going on right now.
Yeah, it's already in the game.
So it makes sense. But does Xbox own now?
Honestly, Fortnite announcing collabs at this point, it's not even surprising.
What are you talking about? What else is our segment of weekly Fortnite news going to be, Max?
There's nothing more that they could add that could surprise me. They already added.
What if they added Mario? Mario with a gun.
That would look really dumb. Also, they were supposed to add Samus and just never did.
Well, no, there was concept art for it.
Yeah,
which I think
and she was in the background of the Batman comic.
Yeah, because I think they pitched it,
And then
and
they
Nintendo
were like,
went, "No, guns bad."
Samus, who has a gun for a hand, using guns? How dare they?
How dare they?
Think of the children.
I think it was more like the Epic Games went to Nintendo and they were like, "Hey, this is a massive multiplayer online game," and Nintendo went, "We don't know what
is
that
the
Get out."
internet.
Are
you saying the game takes place on the internet?
Would you like to buy Switch Internet for that?
No, actually, Fortnite is one of the only games you don't have to have Switch Online.
They were like, "Is this like the movie The Matrix?" That's all I know about the internet.
And then Fortnite was like, "What on earth are you talking about?" Yeah,
We just
couch
got
broken?
news from-
No, that's just. Oh, that side might not be up all the way.
Has it always been like that?
No, that side might just not be up all the way. You might need to just click it into
Wait,
place.
It's fine.
Nintendo
Then-
goes,
here.
guys,
Sit up.
we just got news that Walter Mondale created the
Oh,
internet."
there we go.
I like.
Well, Walter Mondale just created the internet, guys.
No, rest in peace, Walter.
Okay. That's
Fine.
cool. What's next? Final Fantasy 16 has been delayed for half a year. Now expecting reveal during spring of next year. So, as expected, game delays
Which is
are just a
becoming
normal
recurring
thing
theme
at
with
this
Final
point.
Fantasy stuff.
Especially with
Just delay it all the time. Say it's coming next
It
week.
always works.
It's really
Delaying
4 years
it
away.
always
yeah. I
works.
mean, this is just. Wait, Max, what do you mean that always works? What does that mean?
Saying delaying games, it always makes them sell better. Always works perfectly.
It doesn't really affect the sales.
Yeah,
it
that's
just
not
affects
at
the
all
quality.
the problem with. Delaying games is a good thing, right?
It means they're not done and they're gonna finish them.
Games that aren't delayed are
How is
definitively
Final
worse.
Fantasy when they delay it like 20 years?
No, that means that is a good sign.
Because if they
It
released
is much better for a game to get delayed, basically like infinite times, than it is to get rushed out.
rushed out in a week and a half,
Grand Theft Auto.
or Cyberpunk.
Max, you know Cyberpunk,
The game that got delayed a ton?
and then got pushed out early because they announced it
finished
too
it?
early and didn't have time to finish. Yeah, that game should have been delayed, shouldn't it? Yeah. Okay, so you shush. Supercell opening a North American studio to work on PC and console games. Supercell being the very famous and notable developer of Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, Brawl Stars, and that's it.
Boom Beach.
And also Boom Beach, which is just Clash of
And
Clans
then
with a
another
reskin.
one that I
think they
forgot.
made Boom Beach.
They did.
They did
They
make.
did. It's just a reskin of Clash of Clans
They were doing Clash of Clans with like boats
and guns.
and guns.
Alrighty, so that's
Didn't do
cool.
as well.
Can't wait for more Supercell things. Capcom working on Resident Evil 9, internally being referred to as Resident Evil Apocalypse.
Neat.
Great. Can't wait to spend the night in Raccoon City. Alrighty. Tesla disables their gaming while driving feature.
How long has that been
Was
around?
this ever a thing?
Well, I mean, what if you're sitting there and you're driving? You're like, what if I could be gaming while also driving?
I know I should be driving right now, but The Witcher really just needs me to help save the princess.
Right. So
You can play The Witcher.
So
on
that would
Tesla.
be fun, but now it's gone and you can't do that anymore.
It should never have been a
I
thing.
mean- I mean,
Why
it-
on earth would you make this?
If it drives itself so well, you should be able to game.
Except for it doesn't.
Except
Some people
sometimes
so many times
Don't do that.
it's like,
Drive yourself.
oops, can't drive so good here. Please pick up the wheel.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm pretty good at gaming while driving.
Or do you remember that
I beat
one?
all of Mario
remember that
3D
one?
World
I'm
while riding a bicycle.
I'm a texting at driving pro. So
Yeah, I mean-
why couldn't I game?
Remember that one intersection in
Play
like
XCOM.
it was in like Iceland or something, but because of the way it looked, it literally would just cause the computer system to freak out, and the car would always crash.
It's like anytime the lines on the road are like a little not there, or like sometimes a lane just disappears.
Yeah,
Yeah, that confuses cars.
they don't know what to do about that. Alrighty, so that's all
Confuses
cool.
me, but I am a human.
Final Fantasy delayed. I
Oh, we already said that.
Said that. You put it on here again.
I
for some
don't
reason.
read the docket before I put more stuff on it.
Okay, Riot Games has been required to pay out $100 million in a gender discrimination settlement.
Very cool.
Very cool, Riot Games. You love to see it. Fix
To
yourself.
be clear, we don't.
To be clear to everyone, they need to fix it.
They
What
don't.
on earth?
Should not be doing
This should
that.
not have been a thing.
But now they're out $100 million. Did they have that money?
I guess so.
Who is Riot Games? I don't have internet access.
Yeah,
right now.
well,
Sam, can
what
you
does Riot
Google
Games
Riot
make?
Games for me, please?
Riot Games. What do you make, Riot Games? They make...
Valorant,
All the news is about... Okay, they made
League.
League of Legends.
Pretty
Yep.
big one.
Yeah.
They make League of
Valorant.
Legends and League of Legends.
Sam.
and League of Legends.
They make Teamfight
and League of
Tactics.
Legends, and Hextech Mayhem, which is a League of Legends spin-off, which is a League of Legends story. So what we're getting from this is they make League of Legends.
And what was that other one? Valorant? They make
And
Valorant
also
and League of
apparently
Legends. So they
So-
make 2 games.
Big shocking news.
A lot of money, though.
Apparently, the people who make League are sexist. Who would have thought
I would have never expected
that
that.
the most toxic gaming community of all time doesn't like women? Who would have thunk?
How dare you,
Who
Sam?
could have guessed that this would happen?
Girlfriend, I hate women.
All women should die. Yeah. Maybe that might have something to
How
do
dare
with
they don't go out with me?
fictional incel character we've created who is playing League of Legends.
It's Andy the Incel, our new character.
That's what happened when Andy from
New-
Toy
new
Story
year,
grew
new
up and couldn't
bits.
get a girlfriend.
New year, new
Okay.
bits. When is when this goes out?
This will be out after New Year's. This is technically our New Year's special, actually.
Woo!
Woo! Happy New Year, everyone!
Party time!
Tom Henderson, a freelance gaming news writer. Oh wow, so definitely a credible
No, he's
person.
done stuff for like IGN and stuff.
Yeah, so definitely a credible person.
Incredible.
Has reported that Star Wars Eclipse is facing development issues that may delay the game to 2026 through 2027.
Like somewhere in that window.
Yeah, the game doesn't look like it's anywhere near completion. I don't know why people thought it would come out before that.
Jedi. I really want it to make me
You mean the
feel like a
cinematic
Jedi.
trailer that had zero gameplay makes you think this game's not
apparently
done?
been in development for 18 months,
That's not that long for a game, is it?
especially for Quantic Dream, who just makes Telltale games.
that usually development means starting with, hey, we should make this a game.
Yeah,
So they've probably been writing like story and concept art for a lot of that.
Have they been writing the code?
That probably started recently.
Alrighty, yeah, so originally it was an original IP pitch in 2013 as a space travel game, but was reworked into a Star Wars IP. Wow. That sounds like it's going to end up being very good.
Yeah.
I love it when games are pitched as original ideas and the studio goes, no, make it Star Wars.
This was actually so similar to Star Wars. Why don't we just make it Star
Well,
Wars?
they do that because it's guaranteed to sell better.
Yeah, if it says Star
And
Wars on the
Quantic
box.
Dream, they're looking to be bought by someone
Sony will buy
so
it.
that they can have more resources.
Sony will buy it.
I think that was
Xbox will buy
that was probably going to happen until all of the negative publicity they found themselves in. So now they might have doomed themselves.
Good job, guys. Alrighty, now it's time for TV news. There's not a lot of TV news. Betty White turns 100 in like 2 weeks or something like that.
Good for you, Betty White.
Uh,
You're not deathly ill yet, right?
no, she's 99 as of this recording, but we'll be 100 soon.
You think she knows how the internet works?
She has a Fathom Events Betty White 100th birthday special featuring Ryan Reynolds. So go see that, I guess.
Go see it at your local Cinemark.
Yeah. Also, WandaVision was the most pirated show of 2021, dethroning The Mandalorian.
Which was the last 2 years, and the year before that it was Game of Thrones for like
It was Game of Thrones for like 10 years.
for all of its run.
Yeah.
And then Mandalorian took over from that, but there wasn't any Mandalorian this year.
Yeah.
How do they find out?
Tucker,
what
don't
the
twist up the
most
mic cable.
pirated- How do they find
Stop,
out what the most
Patrick.
pirated
You're messing
show
my
was?
laptop up.
I'm not messing it up.
Yes, you are.
Well, Tucker did this.
Yeah, well,
So
you
I
should've
wonder.
done that.
I wonder what the problem was there. Yeah. Cool.
Alrighty.
Saying,
New-
how do they measure piracy?
Yeah. How do they measure piracy?
I don't know. They just guessed, I guess. I don't know. All right.
This was a popular show.
Internet. I guess you could judge it by who's using the website.
Searches
Yeah.
online.
Yeah, probably.
And yeah. Well, not that, but like mo-
site
most
activity.
of the websites where you find piracy stuff, people are aware of, but they're just incorporated out of like weird countries
that can't get
where
taken
like
down.
the copyright law is completely different.
Yeah.
and they can't do anything about it.
Alrighty, Batman, the Bat and the Cat trailer. So it's a Batman. We can have it playing in the
You
background.
can put that out.
Yeah.
I saw one like Bloomberg say it was the first full trailer, and I'm like, this is the third trailer.
What are
we've
you
got.
talking about, you idiot?
The last one was
Shut
2
up.
minutes and 40 seconds.
Shut up and go make more
Wait, is
newspapers.
this a show? Or a...
Yeah, so this is a show. It's Batman, the movie that has been in the works for the last 3 years that we've been talking about constantly since its announcement. It has just now become a TV show.
And it's now become aware of Patrick.
No, this is not a TV show. Why did you think this is a
Wait,
TV
so this
show?
is a movie,
Yes, this is a movie.
and this is the second in the Batman.
This is
saga?
the only in the Batman saga.
It's a reboot.
Have you just noticed this is a thing?
Wait.
We've
tell
been
me-
talking about this for months.
What is
episode
what
of
is
the show.
happening? Okay, tell me. So this is. I thought they were making the Batman movie.
This is the Batman movie.
Why has he got a new name?
His name's Batman. What are you talking about?
I thought it was just the Batman.
It is just the Batman.
What happened with the cat?
That's the name of the trailer.
Why would they title a trailer? Just call
I
it
don't
trailer.
know. I didn't name the trailer.
So Catwoman's in this movie?
Yes.
Since when?
Since always. Catwoman's in like every Batman movie.
She was in the last 2 trailers we talked about earlier.
Well, I didn't. I was there.
You don't pay attention to anything.
Okay. Anyways, I'll be there for it, guys.
You have to see it.
I know. I'll
Look,
have-
there's Catwoman.
There she is.
Look,
She's
there's
got
cats.
cats and stuff.
Look, there she is, and she has a cat. And now you know it's Catwoman.
Look, that's her mask is just gonna be like it's gonna be that. It's gonna be it's like a
a hood thing with
call it?
a
A
face
beanie.
ripped off.
They called her Catman.
Thank you, Patrick.
That's actually a different Batman character.
No, that's a different guy. He has like Wolverine claws.
I didn't mean that. I'm not sexist.
Thank you, Patrick. Gotta clarify.
It's okay if I acknowledge it.
Also, another thing, and this, it's basically more stuff we've seen in this trailer. But they confirms that Riddler knows that Batman is Bruce Wayne, and 2, they actually call him the Riddler in the trailer,
Yeah.
which is like a dark, serious movie man named the Riddler.
Well, he probably called himself that.
yeah.
Is what I would assume happened in this scenario.
There's Batman. Look, he's so.
So did they finally finish making the movie?
Yeah, it's done
So when's it come out?
in March. Great. I think they even finished the musical.
Well, they
score.
finished it. Wasn't it supposed to come out? Yeah, it was supposed to come out last year, so it's been done for a while.
Well, no, they didn't, because COVID shut them down when they were only like a fourth.
Yeah, because Robert
So did they
Robert
move it
Pattinson
'cause
got
they
COVID.
didn't-
And then Robert Pattinson caused the delay even further because he like didn't exercise while in quarantine,
And also got COVID.
and they had to beef him back up so that he would do the role right.
Did they just not? Okay.
And also they used
forgot what it
like volume, like Mandalorian style volumes for a lot of it.
Did they not want to compete with something? Is that why they moved it?
They didn't
No,
want
they
to compete
moved it
with
because
COVID.
the movie wasn't finished.
They didn't want to compete with COVID. That's
or
why.
they needed a movie that was
I know,
complete.
but you said the movie's done now.
It is now
So why don't they release it now?
because they gotta.
Because they have to
do
market the movie so people know it exists and go see it.
Patrick, you don't just drop a movie
It's
like the
called
week it
Batman.
finishes.
Everyone will see it.
Also, there's
Not if
still-
no one knows that there's a movie
Also,
called
they're
Batman
still wrapping
out.
up post.
Also, Spider-Man
they're at the very end of
just came
post.
out, so
Alrighty, we also got a new Uncharted trailer, so let's pull that up.
Patrick, are you familiar with the video game Uncharted?
I am. No.
Have you played Uncharted?
I'm vaguely unfamiliar with it. Can it run on a Mac?
No.
Wait, hang on.
Tomb Raider can though.
nothing
What on earth is this for? Why is Ryan
What's
Reynolds
up with our
here?
ads?
Some weird ads today.
Is that Tom Holland?
that is
is
Tom
Tom
Holland playing Nathan Drake. Who? Hold up. Let's just pull
I
up.
think we did this last time we talked about Uncharted.
No, because I told you to, but you didn't. We need to look at what Nathan Drake looked. This is Nathan Drake.
That looks not like
This
Tom
man right here, who the
Tom
thing is
Holland
not
is
letting
way
me
too
zoom in
baby
on.
face for that
Look at that man. Look at that man. Okay, he's not on screen, but he doesn't look like the.
Look at that baby.
That is
Look
not.
at the
they do
baby
not
boy.
look the same. This guy should be playing.
He was supposed to.
This.
But the movie took so long in development that he was recast as the older mentor figure.
That's still. He doesn't. He still looks the right age.
Yep. This is also a prequel to the games, but it's also not related because they've changed the whole lore. Antonio Banderas is the villain.
Ooh.
Zorro.
Ah. Zorro from Zorro, Max.
Look,
Alrighty,
he's
yeah,
got a
that's cool.
torch.
Uncharted. It's still not charted.
Can't wait for it to be bad.
Let's just skip to the end so we don't have to. Uncharted. Yep, sure is Uncharted.
Even though everywhere he goes is very charted.
Wow, that's cool. Thank you, Uncharted, for being the least charted game. All right.
on the charts.
That game's gonna sell on the charts because it won't, or that movie will not do very good.
No, you know what it'll be when the movie does well at the box office? It'll be like Uncharted success is off the charts.
Yeah, that's what the news article will say.
That's
But,
what the headline
but they
will be.
won't say that because the movie won't.
And if it
succeed
doesn't
that
do
much.
well, they'll just be like Uncharted doesn't.
Uncharted underperforms at the box
Uncharted
office.
underperforms. Tom Holland crying.
Tom Holland doesn't care because he forgot he was in this movie.
Tom
Okay.
Holland is rich enough.
Got enough money.
Alrighty. Anyways, Flash movie bringing back Michael Shannon as General Zod, and that person as that person.
When did Zod
Who is
become
that?
a general? He's the monkey, right? The gorilla?
Nope, that's Gorilla Grodd.
Grodd and Zod
He
are
has gorilla
so
in the
similar.
name. That's how you can tell that he's a gorilla, Patrick.
Zod and Grodd.
Zod doesn't have
Zod,
gorilla
Grodd.
in his name.
They sound really similar. Who's Zod?
This guy, Patrick.
That guy.
This
that
man.
guy.
Did you see
Okay.
the movie Man of Steel?
This guy.
I saw
This
the movie.
Guy.
Oh.
He was the villain in Man of Steel.
That guy. You know that? Remember that
I'm all
guy?
caught up.
Okay, good.
They're bringing him back.
Same actor?
Same actor.
Yeah, that was the thing. I
And
don't know.
Feora was another Kryptonian from
Oh
that
my
movie.
gosh, they're making Far From Home. Or no,
Yeah,
No Way
that
Home.
one I don't
No Way
remember.
Home.
So
No Way Home.
we know Supergirl is in this movie.
Which
My
one?
guess is that this version of Supergirl will be Zod's
It's a new
daughter,
one.
Thank goodness.
and that'll be the bit.
Yeah, wait. No, because he can't have kids.
Why can't Zod have kids?
Because none of the Kryptonians can have kids.
No, they can have kids. They just choose not to.
No, remember you need the magic codec thing to bring them
Yeah,
to
no, they
life?
use that. They on Krypton they grow babies with like magic space robots or whatever.
Yeah.
But they can't have kids. They
No,
just choose
but
not.
they will be
No,
stillborn unless they have the thing.
Clark, no,
Because remember, he stole the thing,
Kal-El is.
and then Zod was like, if you steal that, we can't make more babies. And then he was like, I don't care. My baby's going to be the coolest.
Yeah, I know. They say they can't make more babies because they just like they just don't know how. No, they just choose not. They say it in Man of Steel. They just choose not to.
That would never happen in the real world.
Because no, the whole bit of in Man of Steel is that.
How is it that they have the opposite problem of humanity?
No, it's because the council and Zod were like super duper racist, and that was the
that
whole
doesn't
bit.
make sense. How is that what keeps you from having kids?
No,
What?
no,
That makes no
the whole bit
sense.
was Zod wanted the codec because there was like certain classes of people on Krypton, and he wanted to. It doesn't make sense, but he wanted to use the codec to like genetically implant all of the Kryptonians with like the best powers or whatever. I don't even remember that movie. They can't have. The point is that no, they can't have babies because Kal-El is naturally born. They say it in the movie. They say he's like the first naturally born.
Hold up.
Naturally.
That's not how that's spelled. There we go. So, in the movie, doesn't she?
She's gonna look
Yeah,
like
she's this
that.
one. That suit looks really dumb.
Not good.
Why are her abs like so pointy?
Why does she not have a
She's
cape?
pointy abs.
Because it's
That's
CGI.
CGI.
Oh.
But why are her abs like actual just rocks that she shoved in her suit? It's like pebble abs.
I see what they're going for.
The
Though.
actress didn't have abs.
I like the
They had to
shoulders.
put 'em in
I
the
like this
suit.
like red. That's sort of like the
Yeah, and they
The-
they altered the S a little bit.
What is that?
will
What was
look
that comic
way
line
better
called?
with the
Speeding Bullets, where he was like Batman
That's
for a
the
while.
one where he's Batman.
Yeah, but then he becomes Superman at the end.
With a cape,
in his
I
suit-
can
his suit
imagine
looks like
looking
that.
Pretty sick.
Yeah.
My question is, why is she in the Flashpoint movie?
Because it's Flashpoint.
Because she's gonna be the new main Superman. Because
For
they
one movie before they
no,
retcon.
because they kicked Henry
that
Cavill
movie.
out.
No, they'll
No,
just-
they don't like him.
Yeah, they will recast him, but they're not going to leave it as Supergirl because Supergirl
No, that'd be
makes
so feminist.
Supergirl makes less money than Superman. Why do you think Superman
They're
and
replacing-
Lois is on and not Supergirl anymore?
Because Supergirl got canceled.
Because the other one makes more money and
No,
they don't have enough money to make both shows.
So everyone wants what's his face, Henry Cavill back, right?
Yes, was a
Warner
good
Brothers
Superman.
doesn't like him
because he's an
for really no specific
really,
reason.
he
He just
I don't
wanted
know why.
because his contract ran out after Justice League, and they came back and they tried to sign him on, and he was like, "Okay,
More money. Then.
I want more money, and I want to have like my own solo movies." And they were like, "Too much money. We're just not going to hire you again."
No, actually. Bye
and
bye.
so he wants to do it, and all the fans want him to do it, but Warner Brothers is just like they will not budge on paying him money,
Wouldn't Superman solo movies make a lot of money?
even though.
Yes.
They were just totally on board with paying off all those directors that got mad at him for their movies going direct to streaming. They were fine with that.
Paying our actors.
But paying Superman
No, that's
for
too
the
much.
Superman movie
That's too
that
much.
was over the line.
That's too much. You can't do that. That's
Almost
ridiculous.
like-
That's absurd. Why would you even
Almost like
propose
paying
that?
I think they-
Spider-Man for the
but like
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
because Ben Affleck's coming back for this movie as well.
Yeah.
For, at least for a little bit to be Batman again.
Yeah.
But the other option is he is in this and they're just not saying it and it's like a surprise.
No,
for
he's
the
not
movie.
in it.
But like, just put him in. Who cares?
Yeah.
Everyone wants Superman. And read the next news. All right, this goes together. Read the
The
next.
Batgirl movie will bring back Michael Keaton as Batman.
Again. So He's like what 70 now?
Yeah.
Michael Keaton.
Too old to play Batman, that's for sure.
And if it's Batgirl, that means what they're doing is what everyone was hoping they wouldn't do, which is he's training Batgirl to basically be Batman.
It's Batman Beyond, but it's Batgirl Beyond.
Meaning that
Is that a thing? Hold on.
No, that's not a thing.
You mean like how Robin went to the little Batcave and he was like, okay, you're...
And
Surely that was a
your
comic
DC
assistant.
trio, right? Your main DC trio is
Yeah.
Bat. I guess it was for a little
That
bit.
was a thing.
I
for
think
like
that
a
was
day.
for one issue or one
Look,
volume.
that's her, right? Yeah, everyone remembers her, this character, Batwoman Beyond.
I mean, it makes sense. Every gimmick has been done in comics.
Tucker, this is my favorite superhero.
I'm so sorry I offended you.
Batgirl Beyond? Wait, that's different than Batwoman Beyond, which is a spin-off of Batman Beyond.
Well, no, I think that's just the same thing. I think that was just one issue where she was in the suit.
Okay, who is this character?
Let's move on. Let's not get distracted again.
Oh, there's also so it's called Batman Beyond, Batgirl Beyond.
Yeah,
but the
that's
cover
one.
says Batwoman Beyond.
Yeah, that.
This is all making sense to me.
Whatever. Who cares?
Okay.
Anyway, the point is that so your main DC trio, like your main guys, are your Superman, your Batman, your Wonder Woman.
Obviously.
If you're replacing Batman with Batgirl, and you're replacing Superman with Supergirl,
And your target demographic is
is
males.
40-year-old men.
You have made a critical error in judgment.
And now everyone's gonna get mad because that's not very feminist of me. How dare they?
They can't dislike this video, Tucker.
That's true. We
We'll
should
delete
turn
your
comments
comments.
off. No, anyway.
But
Like,
then all the people on Twitter, all the women on Twitter that don't watch the movies can be like, guys, there's these women.
and it's so obvious what they should do, DC,
Which is just not do any of this.
but they choose not to for no reason.
You could so easily just not do this.
And if you want Michael Keaton to be your Bruce Wayne, then just do
Batman
Terry
Beyond.
McGinnis and just do Batman Beyond.
Batman Beyond. It's not hard.
But they just don't. Instead, they're like, we're gonna do the Batgirl movie. It's gonna be Barbara Gordon, but she'll basically just be the new Batman now.
So they have the opposite plan of Marvel, and theirs is to just screw up their universe indefinitely.
Yes.
And Marvel's is like, how about we make something that people enjoy watching?
No, and the thing is that if the new Supergirl is General Zod and Feora's kid, that means Man of Steel has to be canon. And if Man of Steel is still canon, that means there is still Superman. But they'll just never show up,
Or be dead
or
for
they'll
some
just
reason.
kill him off screen
Again.
or they'll do the Shazam thing and it'll just be his lower body for every movie.
Wait,
He
so
won't say anything.
Yeah.
in this universe, what is canon and what is not canon?
No.
So that's easy to answer, Patrick. Yes. And also no.
So okay, so the whole point of this Flash movie, right,
Is to
just
reset their god-awful
everything and just
continuity.
just cherry pick things that are canon now, and what that'll likely be is Man of Steel because it'll now have to be
Yeah.
the 1989 and 1992 Batman movies because Michael Keaton's sticking around.
Wonder Woman?
Both of the Wonder Womans or just the first one. They might want to.
Let's just do just the
They
first
might want to dump that second
Let's
one.
do just the first one, actually.
Second one's
First
One or two of the Wonder Woman movies.
First one, one of the greatest superhero movies ever made. The second one,
steaming turd.
so terrible it's actually hard to explain what happens.
And then of course the Flash, the Shazam, and then all of the newer stuff that isn't the new Batman. That'll not be canon either. That'll be its own thing. That's going to be its own whole trilogy.
Of course, obviously, naturally.
That won't confuse the audience at
That
all.
makes sense to me.
They should canonize the Snyder Cut.
They won't do that.
No, because people liked it too much.
They hate Zack Snyder
Yeah, but his movie was good.
because he had original thoughts.
He wanted to do things. They don't like it when directors want to do things.
Yeah. They prefer it if the studio just walks in and goes, "This is what we're doing." Actually, no, wait. Oh wait, no, we're doing. Oh no, changing. This was successful. Let's do this now.
See, Marvel
Pirates of
did
the
a
Caribbean
thing,
made money.
do
This is
that.
now a Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Zack Snyder be their Kevin Feige.
That was
That
the
was
plan.
their plan. But
And then
they
he
decided
made
to not
one.
do that.
Then he made one negatively received movie, and they did a complete 180
Yep.
and fired him and replaced him with Joss Whedon. And that's how you got Justice League.
We like Joss.
See, Marvel went.
To be clear, we don't like Joss Whedon.
No, we do not.
Famously, also probably sexist.
Definitely is sexist.
Definitely is sexist.
He said
in the weird
Made two. Yeah,
he said he would ruin Gal Gadot's career
if she refused to do the boob
if she
scene,
didn't do the scene where the Flash trips on her boobs.
which he did at the same scene in Avengers: Age of Ultron with Bruce
Yeah.
Banner and Black Widow.
Yeah.
Cool guy, that Joss Whedon.
Joss Whedon, what a cool fellow he is.
I wonder why he hasn't directed a movie in 5 years.
Anyway,
Where's he been?
not directing movies.
Writing Firefly comics, that guy.
All right. Anyway, Ernie Hudson was asked by Sony to record audio for a new Ghostbusters video game. Dan Aykroyd also attached. Great.
So this could be like a new full game like that 2009 one was, where they got everyone back, or this could be like a mobile game,
Like a cash grab mobile game.
Yeah.
Which is the more likely.
because Ernie Hudson will do both.
Yeah, he does not care. All right. Paul Feig, mad at Ghostbusters 2016, not included on new box set.
Yeah. So Sony was like, we're doing a new box set of all the Ghostbusters, and it was 1, 2, and Afterlife. And Paul Feig came out and he was all mad because his 2016
Non-canon Ghostbusters movie.
non-canon, poorly received
Basically
box
spin-off
office
movie.
bomb that no one liked. It wasn't included on the box set.
Sucks
And
to
I was
suck.
like, yeah, because it doesn't have anything to do with these other ones.
My opinion on that, sucks to suck.
That's like if you made a collection of the Tim Burton Batman movies and then just also threw in Batman Begins for no reason.
Just a completely
It's unrelated.
Yeah.
That's why it's not included, Paul Feig. But I
Like-
think that I think in a tweet they went back and they were like, actually, we're gonna put that movie in.
Or if you released, the Spider-Man Home trilogy in a Blu-ray set, and then also threw in Spider-Man 2.
That would make slightly. If it was Spider-Man 2, that would make sense.
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
The only reason you could, but that you could somewhat justify because of No Way Home. Spoilers, you've seen it.
Spoilers, you've seen it.
Because Andrew Garfield is in that.
Yeah.
But like, none of the 2016 Ghostbusters are in any
Not
of the
a
other.
single one.
None of the things they do are referenced. They shoot the Ghostbusters logo in the balls in that movie. Maybe not. Don't include that.
Maybe
one.
don't do that, actually. Maybe don't do that movie. Maybe just don't. Just stop,
Wait,
actually.
you guys are gonna put this movie that is basically not attached to any of the other movies, and no one liked it. You're not gonna put that in there.
He's mad because he made it.
Yeah, and he wants it to be in. Anyways, moving on. Who cares? That guy can just suck. Who cares?
take
Business
that, Paul
time.
Feig.
Spider-Man No Way Home. Third best Christmas ever. Period. With
Can you pull up the updated numbers? Can you just like Google's Spider-Man box office real quick?
Spooderman box office.
It's doing bazinga dollars.
No Way Home. Okay, I think yeah. So here's the
best ever.
This was posted. Go away.
It's 29th. That was
Today, yeah, like literally a few hours ago. So 515 million total.
Oh no, that's Rise of Skywalker.
Oh wait, yeah.
So it's past Rise of Skywalker domestically,
Currently at a 1.16 billion dollar worldwide release.
which is Sony's best ever in its existence.
This is the best. Not
Sony
the best
movie-
This is the best performing Sony movie ever made.
Yeah, which before the last one was,
Probably the other.
I think it was
Spider-Man
Far
movie.
From Home, and I
Yeah.
think before that it was Jumanji 2.
So the best Sony movie is a Disney movie.
Shocking that
Basically.
one.
Funny enough, they have to share this movie's profits 25% with Marvel.
No, I think they get 25%.
Yeah, so these are
Disney
gets
gets 75%.
no Disney finances 25%, and Sony Disney gets 25% of the box office
Yeah,
on top
okay.
of all of the merch sales
Yeah, Disney doing
because
fine.
Disney is aggressively negotiated.
Yes, they were like, you
scroll down a
will
little bit.
suck if you don't have us.
we're Sony, guys.
But I saw
Like
one.
that's why you need us.
I saw one news article that was like Spider-Man drops 86% Friday to Friday from its opening, and I was like, it's because its second Friday was Christmas Eve, and no one leaves their house.
And it's still doing billions of dollars.
it's still doing billion.
So
And
no one cares.
it also has not come out in China, and it managed to make it to $1 billion.
Yeah, which
And
is
it probably
crazy.
won't come out in China at all. So
Why?
because China's mad that their people are watching films made by not them.
And also, the U.S. announced a diplomatic boycott of the Beijing Olympics, which probably also made them upset. Anyways,
It's a good movie.
That's suck. But Patrick, it might change their thoughts.
It's
and
okay.
you can't have
they
that.
can pirate it.
yeah, that's
No,
what
they
will do.
can't. They don't have internet access.
They have NordVPN. They'll figure it out.
They probably don't
Not
even let them out.
sponsored.
Not the sponsor. Okay, anyway, Marvel pushing Spider-Man for Best Picture. It won't win.
It won't get
That's
nominated.
cool. That's nice. It won't win.
The only chance it has of getting nominated is that the Oscars are broadcast on ABC, which is owned by Disney.
Yeah, and
Disney might strong arm them into putting this in contention. But
We
it
will put our
won't.
movie on there.
You know why? Because the 85-year-old men who run the Oscars have not seen or heard of this movie yet.
Yes. Okay.
Even though it's the biggest movie to come out that will be nominated at the
It is time for the reviews. We have a lot of reviews this week, you guys. Hawkeye season finale. Thoughts?
It
was.
did happen.
It exists.
It wasn't bad.
Eh.
It wasn't that great.
It shares a lot of things in common with this podcast.
You not watched it?
I haven't watched it.
Came out a week ago, Patrick.
Well, you can tell me. I mean, you can talk about it, but
Patrick, there's no spoilers in it because it doesn't matter
really
at all.
nothing happened.
Did you watch Daredevil, the Netflix show? Then you would not care about the spoilers that even do happen.
okay.
So this finale is basically just an episode where both of the Hawkeyes
A bunch of dudes
run
with
into an
guns
ice skating rink
lose.
and then just kind of shoot some guys for about 25 minutes.
Hawkeye and Hawkeye's new best friend managed to shoot with bow and arrows several hundred men armed with machine guns.
Oh my god, there's
somehow.
so many.
There was literally like hundreds of them.
Where were all of these guys?
Literally never in the show.
They're
were
just
there
sitting in a
human
warehouse
characters.
waiting for like the call.
Started
Yeah.
off as like a band of 6 dudes.
And it
Like,
became like an
building up
army
Yeah,
of men.
and it was like
It's an
Kingpin's
army
whole
of
empire, and I was like,
people.
is he only in control of the tracksuits now?
Or did he just have all
Because
of
the
his men-
Daredevil he had
You're
a
telling me there's
criminal empire.
Several hundred tracksuit people.
Mm-hmm. They just show up in the last episode.
The real reason is they needed them to
Oh,
shoot
my
stuff.
favorite was the two that had swords for some reason and were fighting the sword guy, who, by the way, spoilers, was not a bad guy. Is actually just a regular dude.
He just is
happens
very
to
nice
like
with
swords.
Yep. And he just went to that crime auction for fun, I guess.
Just actually a totally normal guy with some weird
no, it
habits.
turns out the big twist that everyone saw coming was that the mom was bad.
Who could have seen that coming? Everyone.
She is bad. She only worked with Kingpin
Because
her husband
a
worked with
dead
Kingpin.
husband.
and just had a debt to him.
Yeah,
For undescript reasons.
for plot reasons.
And so she works with Kingpin to just like do
Does
random
his
stuff.
accounting or something, I guess.
And in this show, Kingpin's a total idiot,
Literally, like, so
dumpster-headed
dumb.
moron
Absolute
in his
idiot.
stupid Hawaiian shirt.
How did he go from, like, literally being a bloodthirsty kingpin that ruled the streets of New York to some guy?
He's just like a very fat man
Just a very a
with
fat man.
absolutely zero situational
Yeah, like,
awareness.
Yeah.
It's like the same Spider-Man Kingpin guy.
He wasn't
Pull up a picture
in
of Kingpin.
Daredevil, but in this he was.
In this, he's an idiot.
Like, and everything else
So,
was like,
in this,
kill you. And
so
this one he's like,
big. This is, I guess, is the big spoiler for this episode. Is at the end, Echo walks up to him and he's like, "Echo, come on, buddy, we're pals. We're family. We know each other." And she just shoots him point blank in the face, and he just stands there.
But it's off screen, so he's definitely
Of
not
course,
dead.
Sam, come on, it's Disney. There's no
Yeah.
blood doesn't exist.
So yeah, so this also happened in the comics, and he was fine.
Was blind.
He was
got his
blind.
eye. He got his
Somehow
eye
was-
shot out.
Somehow was blinded, but was otherwise fine.
Yeah. But he'll be back.
Yeah, I can't wait to see
Because
more.
he's got to be the main villain of the Echo TV show.
So pixely.
I don't know why it is. There's an HD version of that thumbnail. Anyway, what else happened? Oh, we found out what the watch was.
Yeah, so the watch belongs to Hawkeye's wife,
Who
aka
is Mockingbird.
the Mockingbird,
Yeah, I saw that coming.
whose powers and abilities include
Nothing.
being named Mockingbird.
Yeah, she's just another SHIELD agent.
She's just a shield agent
She uses a bow staff instead of two sticks.
guns.
because no one else.
I think she also uses a gun.
Instead of guns,
Like most of SHIELD's
She
highly
uses
trained
a
elite agents,
stick.
they use an irrelevant weapon that is very, very rarely inconvenient. I mean, it's very inconvenient, and also guns occasionally.
yes, just like Hawkeye.
Just like
when the
And Black
students
Widow.
are, like picking their weapon, they're like thinking like, okay, all the villains are like super powerful, and a lot of them have guns.
I will take the stick.
I'm gonna take this pocket knife.
Maybe Nick Fury does it because it's like funny. Like he says
He's
about.
like, hey, wouldn't it be funny if all my agents
No,
had
no.
just the worst
No,
weapons?
no. He's like, it's really funny to watch these guys get shot. You have to use nunchucks exclusively.
And they're like, well, I guess
They're
I'll
like,
just
we're
get
going.
really
They're
good
like,
at
we're going into a
nunchucks.
firefight. He's like, yup, figure it out. Bye.
Be water like Bruce Lee or
And they're
something.
like-
I don't know.
I mean, we also know Nick Fury is an idiot because he was the head of an organization that was secretly run by Nazis that he just didn't figure
Just
it out.
wasn't aware of.
His best friend was a Nazi.
This is a bit unrelated, but I keep seeing theories that Nick Fury still knows who Peter Parker is.
No.
This is off-world. That's not how wiping the brain of a universe works. That's not. He's still.
Well, yeah.
He might.
The spell was very nondescript, so maybe. But also, if he does, then wouldn't they have still come through?
Exactly.
Because then someone would know.
Because he said everyone, so presumably everyone in like that entire universe.
Yeah, yeah. Because there's people.
Although again, big plot hole isn't like not on.
That movie is basically made of plot holes, but it's so good that no one cares. Anyway,
I mean, if it's still like exists as a digital file, I'm sure Nick Fury could just look at his iPad.
Yeah,
and see
who
that it's a
knows?
Peter Parker.
I drew fire.
That's great.
cool. Thank you, Max. All right. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for the Hawkeye season finale.
It didn't set up anything. The post-credit scene
Was a musical number.
from the Rogers musical.
Just make a real musical.
This whole show was a setup for the Echo show,
The whole show was a setup.
which I don't
for
get
nothing.
because who cares about the Echo show?
This was probably like the worst of the live action shows. Not that it was a bad show, but it was just the lamest.
The lamest. It was the
Nothing happened.
The show was like Hawkeye.
I liked parts
It
of it.
exists.
I liked the cast. I liked some of the character stuff with him and Black Widow.
Sister.
The banter was fun.
Yeah. The dialogue was good. The characters had good chemistry.
Yeah.
Again, much like Hawkeye, it exists.
What is becoming a common theme with these finales is they're just kind of poopy.
They don't know what to do.
They don't really like. WandaVision
Captain
had a
America-
terrible finale. That pretty much ruined the whole show for me.
Okay, Captain
Captain Falcon.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Loki.
That one was okay.
They both had good
Loki
finales.
had a good finale.
Loki
Loki had a
the
good
best
finale
by
because it
far.
didn't have to end the whole show. It just had to end that season.
Yeah.
And it also had major stuff to set up.
The Falcon one was good.
The Falcon one was
because
okay.
it completed his character arc.
Yeah. What If's finale was.
What If's
bad.
finale was not a real
What if we
thing.
just took our characters and had them fight some robots?
What if we blew up stuff was the finale?
WandaVision was a whole mystery that just ended with two people.
Turns out that the mystery is there's
Wanda
no
be
mystery.
doing it. Yeah.
Wanda did it sort of.
Remember when
And then the
kind of-
finale was just two people in witch costumes throwing energy balls at each
I'm
other.
a purple witch. Oh, but what if I'm a red witch? Uh-oh. Guys, a red witch, I'm done for. Oh, no. That was
Is that? Oh, is that?
your magic is
No,
more
that-
magic
yeah,
than my magic.
Have you updated that video?
My
recently?
magic's more magic than your magic.
Oh my gosh! I guess they peaked.
Oh no,
They're still going up, though.
All right, we'll save Book of Boba Fett for our last review. So let's skip to Encanto.
Encanto. This came out
Encanto.
a month ago at Thanksgiving.
So
you didn't see it.
Yeah, it just came out on Disney Plus, so everyone's seeing it now.
So everyone's watching it now.
Movie and
My favorite part was when they sing, and it's
I
the
thought this
X-Men.
was okay.
Yeah, it was fine. The ending kind of ruins.
It was better than the
whole
other
movie.
animated movie we saw this week.
I love. Okay.
What was that?
Sing 2.
Oh yeah. No, we're talking about that.
We're talking about that
last.
last.
Message.
So get your sleep in.
The entire message of Encanto was that you don't need powers or special.
Yeah.
things
So
to
the
be
moral
able
of the story was that
No, that's not what the moral
the
is.
more
That is.
the
No, the
lesson.
moral of the story was that you have to put your family first.
No,
No.
that wasn't it either.
That was the
The-
message.
Everyone shush. The lesson they learned was that the miracle that they received was their family, not the gifts
Yeah.
that they received. However,
Yeah, it was
at
that-
the end of the movie,
They
get all their gifts back.
Yep.
So the whole lesson is kind of undermined, which is why it was so hard for you guys to pinpoint
No, okay.
what the lesson
So,
was.
so the bit was that the grandma was prioritizing.
The matriarch of the
Yeah,
family.
was being really hard on them and making putting a lot of emphasis on their powers and what they
what
do
they
with
have
them.
to do, their
And
responsibility.
they all of the character songs are just about like
Our life is
what they're having to
bad.
bottle up inside because the grandma's mean to them. And
Not really mean, but just putting a lot of
really
pressure on
putting
them.
a lot of pressure on them. And then the lesson she learns that everyone else learns
As I need to chill out.
is you need, for your gifts to have meaning, you need to have meaning
Sure.
with your family. Like your family is the main thing, and that is your gifts. And and the grandma was prioritizing the gifts over the family.
Yeah.
That was the whole point.
Also,
And
okay.
they get their gifts back at the end because I guess they learned their lesson and also.
So
it's a kid's
okay,
film.
here's the other part of the whole equation. that also them getting their powers back ruins. So they've been using their powers to help the adjacent
town they built,
village for the whole time, right? And then at the end of the movie, the main character convinces doesn't convince. The village comes and helps them.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, so they don't have their gifts anymore, but now they've learned that what they have put out into the world is coming back and helping them.
Yeah.
And so now they'll just sort of, oh wait, no, they have their gifts back. Oh, so that was all pointless then.
They have
okay, fine, whatever. Who cares?
And I also love that Mirabelle gets the door and it lights up with her on it.
And she still gets no gift.
Powers.
No, because her gift is her family. Because it's the houses where her family lives.
Yeah.
And
Still
also,
sucks. It has to live in that dumb dorm room though.
And so is the grandma's gift the house then?
No, she didn't have one.
Yeah, she
which
also
makes
didn't have
makes me wonder why she hated the one who did it, because she also doesn't.
Yeah.
There's several members of their family that don't have. All of the ones
All those that are married in, yeah.
they don't
'cause
have
they're not
powers
blood
either.
related, yeah.
But she's not randomly rude to them for no. I guess she's rude to them because she was supposed to get a power but didn't.
Yeah.
But the grandma also doesn't have one. So what is she all high and mighty about?
They never really clarify why Mirabelle didn't get a power.
No, they do.
Okay.
No.
They say it because the grandma was
But
being
then-
mean.
No, but then
Yeah.
did the younger kid get a power?
Yeah, no.
Grandma was being mean.
She didn't get a power because she
was-
did get a power, but her power was like bringing the family. Her power
I
was
guess.
really an event, not really a power.
Mm-hmm.
Which doesn't. Also, okay.
Whatever. It's a
And
kid's
Bruno's character. Okay.
I liked him.
So yeah, he was fine. He was.
I liked
that
that
the
it was
Sid
John
voice actor.
Leguizamo.
Yeah. The girl who
From
can hear
Chef.
stuff good.
That's
Who's also
lame.
part of her character is that she's also, she's a gossip and she.
They had characters
she
that
gossips
were.
about everyone.
They had characters that were obviously they wrote down their powers.
Yeah.
And then they had characters that were obviously well, this would be good for plot purposes.
Yeah.
Let's put that
Okay,
as
so the
thing.
problem with her whole existence is she overhears that the main character, what was her name?
Mirabelle.
Mirabelle, learned that Bruno was still in the house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, don't tell anyone that Bruno's in the house. And then she's like, guys, Bruno's in the house. But then later on in the movie, she's like, I knew for years and didn't tell anyone. It's like,
Why?
then why did you tell him now? What?
She learns that Mirabelle still had that prophecy,
Yeah.
and that's what she tells everyone because that's what freaks everyone out.
And it turns out that the prophecy
And,
was
and
really
they
didn't
say
mean
early
anything.
on in the movie that she hears Bruno's voice sometimes, and it's like, ooh, what's she hearing? And it just turns out he's living in the wall.
He's just literally in
and
the
that's
wall.
the bit is that she's like, oh, hey, I knew it because he was in the wall the whole time and I heard him.
Yep, that's cool. Okay.
The movie, it's the movie's really episodic. It's kind of, it feels like a normal stage musical, but a short and boring one.
Yeah.
Where the character walks to a character
This would have been a very good musical.
like a stage one.
Yeah.
You could definitely do this as a stage musical.
Like if the set was just the house.
Because they don't go anywhere. They're pretty much in the
The
house for
whole-
the 95%.
The whole
of
time
movie.
is in the house. Some villagers come to the house.
Yeah.
And they go to pick up goats or whatever.
Build 4 indoor sets, build 1 outdoor set, and that's all you need.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's not the point. But it feels like a character Mirabelle will walk to a character and be like, what's going on? And then that character will sing for a bit
I'm a guy
about whatever
and
they're
this is
about.
what's going
And then they'll
on.
tell her to go somewhere else to talk to a different guy.
And then,
then
she'll
they'll
be like,
sing
what's going
for a
on? And
bit.
I am this dude with this
Yeah.
power, and this is what's going on.
Side quest for the movie.
Yeah, it felt like a kid's video game.
Yeah.
I also liked how some of their powers were helpful and useful, and then some of them were just absolutely retarded.
Some of them were godlike abilities, and some were
Also-
really terrible.
Yeah, okay.
No one can hear Max. He's not
Louisa-
mic'd.
That's good. You said that.
Yeah.
Louisa has super strength. That's useful, right? And then the lady who just has weather over her when she
Yeah, one of them can summon hurricanes, and one of them can just hear good.
You're good. Also,
One of them can tell
What is her
the
move?
actual future, and one of them is just.
but
And
also,
and they all have their special rooms for whatever their power is.
Yeah.
What's the hearing girls? It's just a bunch of iPhone speakers.
Is it just like a soundproof room where she can be
It's
quiet?
just a bunch of foam.
Yeah.
Why is Bruno the only one that has to do a ritual to use his power, but no one else has to?
No, he can use it anywhere. He just needs open space.
No,
Yeah.
he also had to do the sand thing too.
No, he did that just because he likes doing that.
No, because it had to make the thing.
No, he doesn't have to. He said he doesn't have to do
It
that.
just helps him concentrate
Yeah.
better.
But
Anyways,
yeah, and like
It's okay.
There's
I mean,
also
it's fine.
there's family portraits on the walls when all the kids got their doors, and on all the kids' door when they're like little kids, there's like their adult self is on the door, except for the little kid who gets his door in the movie, because on his door is a little kid. So is he just gonna like die tomorrow,
I guess.
never grow up.
or does he never
Well, maybe
grow
because
up?
the house is destroyed, they're just like, there's no point.
It's running out of magic, so that the kid is
It's making
small
the
on the
kid.
door, I
So
guess.
we're gonna have to sacrifice the child tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know, whatever.
I don't know. All of the animated movies this year were kind of.
Ron's
eh.
Gone Wrong is good. Watch that.
I didn't watch that one.
Tucker
Nobody
has-
watched that
It
one.
has a second climax for some reason that doesn't really need to be in the movie, but other than that, it's fine.
Because like Luca was okay, this was okay. Trying to think of what else came out this year. Sing 2 was not good.
Sing 2 was very bad.
Sam, what other animated movies came out this year? Because I don't
think Ron's gonna-
Raya was only
Raya
okay.
was good.
Raya was
I forgot everything that
I
happened.
watched it on the airplane.
We watched it in the theater.
Yeah.
I forgot what happened.
I watched it on the plane to home.
I don't have Wi-Fi right now, so can you look everything up for me?
Girl has a sword and they're big purple
All right, anyways.
But like there wasn't a Spider-Verse this year.
There was
There's
no big
nothing that
standout
like
movie.
really
Or
did.
Lego movie or...
Yeah, because even like Lego Movie
Meet the
2 last year
Mitchells
I
came
really
out, but
liked.
no one cared.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
I haven't either.
I keep meaning to watch that.
All right,
I know
anyways.
that's another Phil Lord, Chris Miller thing.
Yeah, they're good at making things. The Matrix Resurrections.
I haven't watched it yet.
I saw it. It's kind of dumb, but it's The Matrix, so who
What I
cares?
heard about it is that it's Lana Wachowski basically complaining that she had to make another Matrix movie.
Well, that's the first half. The rest of it is The Matrix, basically. It just
Just the
happens
Matrix again.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to talk about it too much. It's fine. If you like it, you'll
you
like it. If you don't,
Oh,
if you just want more Matrix content, you'll like it.
Is
if
it
you
set up
wanted,
for more Matrix films
Yes.
in the future?
if
Yay!
you wanted
Soft
like
reboot.
if you wanted like a good like a new take on the Matrix, this isn't it.
You will not
It's
get it.
just more of the
you're
Matrix.
forgetting the best.
So okay, when the Matrix ended, obviously Neo and Trinity would have crashed into the thing to like sacrifice the
Yeah, they'd be dead.
mega computer. So what that did is it didn't end all the machines. What it did is it basically just ignited a spark in that some machines realized, hey, humanity is kind of important. Maybe we shouldn't kill them all. And so some of the machines essentially start warring against each other. And the humans are just kind of basically a side character in their own story. And the machines are sort of warring over their rights. Much like, I don't know, vegans and meat eaters. And then the pigs don't really care what's happening.
What is this comparison going on?
So
right
that's
now?
the closest thing I could come up with. Anyways, basically it turns out that this new guy, this new computer wanted to rebuild the Matrix, basically. And he used Neo and Trinity as a basis for the new Matrix. Because he also, like, basically brought them back to life. So he uses their brains as a basis to build the new Matrix. Because he figures out that the more he pushes them to want to be together, but still is able to keep them apart, the stronger the energy they produce is, and so they can produce. If he just does that to everyone, the Matrix produces a lot more energy in general. So that's the basis. Obviously, they escape. That messes up his plan. They blow stuff up, and the movie ends, and they keep doing more Matrix next year, I assume.
Guys,
Yep.
It was fine.
No, not next year. This is bombing really
Guys, we
hard.
forgot
Yeah.
the best animated movie that came out this year.
What's that,
Boss
Max?
Baby Family
Oh, right, that
Business.
did come out this year.
And also Rock Dog 2.
Did that
Oh, I forgot that Rock Dog 1
Adam's
came
Family
out.
2 came out this year, too. I didn't see that one. I didn't see anything that came out this
Yeah,
year.
all the movies were bad. All right, West Side Story.
Oh, I did see that one. That one's not good.
We can
either.
talk about West Side Story.
Bad. No, that's a good movie.
It's good.
It's West Side
The
Story.
biggest problem was the random character that they just invented and is only in the background until the very end of the movie.
Oh, no, they didn't invent that character.
Well, she was in scenes that she wasn't in before.
She was in the original one. In
Was she-
neither one of the
was she
versions does she
just
do
as
anything.
pointless and weird?
Yeah, no, she doesn't do anything.
Okay,
in either
never
of them.
mind. There's just a pointless random character in it. Otherwise, it's good.
If you like the original West Side Story, you will like this one.
I like how they T-posed
you
each other
have
one
never
time
s-
under the bleachers, and then they had a love so strong that murdering each other's family members didn't affect it.
Yeah, if you like, if you've never seen West Side Story, you will still think this is pretty good, I guess.
It's very dated,
I mean, because it's a play
but
from
that's
the 50s.
obvious. It's from the 50s.
Yeah, they don't change almost anything story-wise, including the setting, which I think was a missed opportunity. I think if you're gonna remake it,
Make
they
it
should have
modern.
maybe moved it up a few years.
Make it.
Not necessarily like
Yeah.
now, but maybe like the 70s or the
Yeah.
80s.
So Patrick, are you familiar with West Side Story at all? Okay. So then they T-pose under a bleacher one time, and then they murder each other's family, and they don't really seem to care all that much.
That's a good movie.
They still don't care all that much.
No, they literally he murders her brother.
These don't count as spoilers because this
Spoilers
is a play
from
this
spoilers
is a play
from
from
a play
70
that's
years.
older than you.
Yeah.
Older than your grandparents, most likely. Yeah. So the main character is in a gang, murders the female lead's brother
Correct.
in a gang fight. Then they have sex afterwards. After he's told her that, hey, I murdered your brother.
Isn't she underage too?
Well, I think they're all in like high
That was
school.
my favorite part when he broke into her. Well,
Yeah, he climbs up the ladder to her house. Is like, hey, I murdered your brother.
That
Just let
also
you know,
happens.
I'm going to turn myself in. Just wanted to let you know. And she's like, no. Actually, we're gonna have sex first. Then you can turn yourself in.
I'm feeling
So they're in there making out or whatever, and then the girlfriend slash kind of wife. She claims
Yeah.
to be his
They're
wife.
not
They're
married,
not
but
legally
they're
married,
basically.
but they claim to be married. Anyway, she comes in and she's obviously messed up from. What the heck? She's obviously messed up from.
She'd be like, I'm so traumatized.
Yeah, from having her basically fiance murdered
In front of her.
And then she opens the door and the dude's leaving, and she looks at the bed, sees that the bed's all messed up. She's like,
Why are you doing
"Madam,
that?
what?
Yeah, no.
This man just murdered your
I
brother."
like how the female lead basically.
And then the female lead is like, "But do you forgive him though?" And she's like, "Get
No.
out, get out." What? No.
Yeah, no. I love how the female lead just didn't really care that he killed her brother. She's just like, okay.
Yeah, the plot is very dated. It's from the 50s.
It's
yeah.
supposed to be when it was written. It was supposed to be a modern
Retelling
Romeo and
of
Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet.
And now
Which is
it's
now a
old.
dated version of a very much more dated
Yeah.
story.
So that's what I'm saying. I feel like they should have moved it up a few years. Obviously, this is a Spielberg film, so the direction. This is the best movie he's probably made in like 15 years.
Yeah.
Like-
Clearly, he actually cared about this one.
He tried. Unlike Ready Player One.
Yeah.
He phoned. Well, he didn't even really do
didn't
anything.
even
That,
phone
that was all the
anyone.
VFX department. He didn't even show up for probably 75% of that movie.
Great job.
He would just
team.
check in once a month and be
Yeah,
like,
he'd
"How
be
are the
like, "Yep.
effects looking? Good,
You
cool."
put on the Iron Giant. All right, that's good.
Isn't this episode 46?
47.
47.
No, the last one was 45.
Last one.
No, Sam actually put 45 for two of them.
Well, I changed it afterward.
Yeah.
Anyways,
But
West Side Story, good.
The
Go see it.
cinematography's great. The music's obviously great because it was good when it was written. The cast is overall good.
I thought everyone was cast.
The
very
only
well.
one who was sort of a Rachel Zegler, who's the main star of this, plays what's her face, the main girl.
Lisa.
I saw this
Maria, I
like
think,
2 weeks
right?
ago. I don't remember. Maria,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's Maria.
This is her first film role, and she's great.
She's very good.
yeah, she's good.
Come from Broadway.
She can do the acting. She can
I
do
don't
the-
know.
I probably came from Broadway. Yeah.
Probably came from rich parents.
Yeah, probably nepotism was what got her the role.
That's what gets most actors their roles.
Ansel Elgort was the only one who was like, I don't think on the same, which is weird because
That guy?
he's the one who I am familiar with. Everyone else in this movie I've never heard of before except for him,
Yeah.
and he's the one that's like not doing as well as everyone else. He's the main dude,
Oh, that guy.
main white guy. Yeah.
Oh.
But anyway, it's a good movie. It will maybe win an Oscar,
That would be nice.
but probably won't because it's a
It won't. Sing
Sing 2. This
will
is
definitely not win any Oscars.
yeah. So
This
talk about a lot of
movie
musicals today.
was a dumpster fire disaster mega fest.
I don't know if it was that bad.
Oh my god, this movie
It was bad.
awful.
I don't know if it was that.
No, it was so. Every single choice they made was the stupidest choice they could have made. And every time they came to a crossroads where they had to make a decision, they chose the dumbest possible outcome. Consistently.
Yeah.
It's a real dumb movie.
About
Yeah.
10 minutes in, I kind of wanted to fall asleep, but I wasn't that tired, so I just had to sleep. It sucked. Yeah,
Luckily, it's a kids movie, so it's very long.
The main characters,
Which is also a downside of it because none of the characters' arcs feel complete.
the main character's motivation is random
Yeah.
talent scout told me I
So,
couldn't do a thing, so I'm going to risk my life and all of my friends' lives
Mm-hmm.
to do a thing.
we all saw the first thing when it came out,
and it was
theater.
fine. I mean,
And
it
that
wasn't
movie's
great,
okay.
but it wasn't terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I've seen it once since then. But as far as I remember,
It was fine.
the koala voiced by Matthew McConaughey, who's the main character, his motivation in the original movie is to like save his theater.
Yeah.
Because like he loved
Because
going
his
to the theater
dad
when he
owned the
was a kid.
theater, he passed it on. Like, he has reason to do
Yeah,
what
that's
he's
his
doing.
motivation. He's putting on the show to save the theater because he loved going to it as a kid. Now he owns.
That movie was not open to a sequel.
No, it was not.
No.
And so in this movie, they decide they need to hit the big
So,
time.
all the same characters are doing a musical.
Except for
There's
like
a-
one of them.
Except the mouse character who's gone for some reason.
He was voiced by Seth MacFarlane. I guess he just didn't want to come.
Right?
Yes.
Yes.
The Minion guys.
The Minion boys.
So they're doing a theater show. I think it's like a really
It's
even more
weird.
stoned version of
Yeah,
Alice in
Wonderland.
Wonderland. There's a talent scout there who leaves halfway through. He's like, "What happened?" She's like, "You're not coming out for
Voiced
the big
by
time."
Gina from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, she's literally playing the same character. Looks the same too. Anyways, she's like, "You're not cut out for the big time. Stick to your own thing."
Even though.
And he's like, "You know what? I won't do that. So he gets everyone together. They go to not LA.
No, it's supposed to be Las Vegas.
It's a combination of Las Vegas, Hollywood, and
it's mostly supposed to be Vegas. 'Cause
Vegas.
It's like a bunch of casinos.
anyways, they go to the place. He's like,
Las Vegas.
"Hello, famous producer man. I know Elvis, and I want to be in a musical."
Yeah, he's basically
And then
Elvis.
the guy's like, "I love Elvis. You get to be in my musical." The man does not know fake Elvis, so he starts putting this musical together with his like least intelligent friend Gunther is the like lead creative director for this musical. The most annoying character because he said space musical, and then the guy was like, "That sounds amazing. And you also know Elvis? Awesome. Tell me more." And so they put together this whole fake musical. Long story short, the guy's like, "Wait a minute, you don't know fake Elvis? Well, good thing my daughter arbitrarily decided to join your musical, or I would kill you."
And he does. He tries to kill
And
him.
then,
Just straight up kill him.
The daughter
and the
ends
police
up
don't
quitting
care.
because she's a moron. Like
they keep-
no, she's literally just
Who
so.
they continuously try to sexualize throughout the movie.
Yeah, for like a lot. It's weird. Anyways, so she
cartoon
quits because she thinks she's being fired because she's a moron.
Yep.
And then so the dad is like, "Well, I guess I can kill
So
you
he
now."
just tries to
and
throw
so
him
he
up a
tries
roof.
to murder him on multiple occasions. And then the daughter comes back.
Yeah, no.
For pretty much no reason. She's just like, "Wait a minute, I do want to do musical." And so she comes back. The dad still wants to murder the main guy.
Yeah. He's,
What?
oh, it's
Oh,
Nick.
Nick's calling.
Should Nick be a guest?
I'll call him back later. He's probably calling to ask what we're streaming. I'll text him later.
Oh,
Oh,
what
Nick
are
on
you?
the pod.
I don't know yet. Maybe, I don't know.
That's the only game I can play with you guys.
Okay.
Unless you play Minecraft Bedrock.
Why?
Okay, anyways, what was I saying? Right. So they put on this big musical, the daughter comes back, everyone's singing. None of the songs for rehearsal are in the ending
Which is
musical.
the thing that
they
happened in
change
rehearsal.
every single song.
Okay,
Also-
speaking of music, let's talk about Jesus Christ, there's so many pop songs forced into
There's
this
like
thing
almost
all
no
the time.
score, they just have a pop song playing in the background.
And they never stop. Every scene where there isn't dialogue happening, like even if there's like a tiny break in between, they will throw 4 to 5 pop
Yeah.
songs. Just
Here was the
cycle through 'em.
In the first movie, there was the part where the koala's looking for talent, and it's just a bunch of pop songs, but it's like
It makes
the
sense.
animals are doing a performance. That is where it should be, and there isn't a ton of like there's pop songs in the movie, but anyways, that one was fine. And then this one, they went, people like that, right? Let's do it every single.
Yeah, so anyway, while they were doing rehearsal, as a side thing, the Hedgehog girl, voiced by Scarlett Johansson for some reason, goes off to find Elvis. His name wasn't really Elvis, but he's Elvis.
It was like John Lion's
Like
face.
Calloway.
Calloway.
Something They called him Mr. Cal. He had a first name. It doesn't matter. Anyways,
Voiced by Bono.
finding Bono Elvis Lion, and he's like, "I don't sing anymore because my wife's dead. I haven't heard one of my songs in 30 years." And of course, the Hedgehog girl plays one of his songs, and he's like, "I'm sad. I will be in your musical." And then so they go off together and join the musical. They're at the big ending, right? She goes out on stage. He won't come because he's got stage fright. She plays a song that Bono did not make.
No, that's so. The whole bit is that he So the old sad man won't do with the musical because he hasn't sung any of his songs in a long time. Because his wife was the motivation for all his songs. And then at the end, the finishing part of his arc is he comes out and he sings the song. But he didn't make the song. It's a YouTube song.
Neither did Bono. Yeah.
He didn't even. Bono didn't even make it.
That's what I'm saying.
So even if he was the fictional version of Bono in that universe, he still didn't make that song.
The Hedgehog kept saying, "Your music will bring you back," but they don't sing his music. So that was just a lie she made up. It was so dumb.
The chameleon lady
just exists.
I guarantee you, probably like 30 minutes of screen time.
Funny lizard lady.
She has an apple for an eye for like half the movie, and it looks really creepy. It looks really gross. I don't know why they did that. It was weird.
In the last movie, she was just like there.
Kind of just a dumb side character.
Because she just like said it. This is
like 4 scenes.
In this one, she was honestly like
The
one of the
main-
biggest parts of the
Yeah,
movie.
because she goes to get fake Elvis first, and she gets kicked out. That's her eye gets knocked out. She puts an apple in it for some reason.
It's a glass eye. It's not her like.
She has a fake eye.
Yeah.
And then they send the
show a
Hedgehog
kid
girl
getting- they don't
later
show a
on.
character
The Hedgehog girl goes to get him
like,
later, after she's been kicked out.
Also,
It was dumb.
they
Everything was
spoiled
dumb.
everything in the trailer.
Yeah, the trailer literally reveals every major.
Yeah, if you saw the trailer for this movie, you saw the entire
Because
third act.
in the trailer, we can see the lion, and also at the end of the movie, we can see the lion. And then they also spoil the part with
the pig. Yeah, the gorilla dude learning choreography and beating up his teacher.
Actually,
That's his character arc, by the way. He learns choreography and then beats up his mean choreography teacher, who's yeah.
Okay.
And also has a cat.
we're good
Also
on
has
this
a
one.
tiny cat girlfriend now.
Okay,
Who's like less than half
one
his height.
quick second.
also
So
there's
there-
like 12.
There's like 5 leads in this, right?
Yeah.
And they all have their own arcs, and all of their arcs go like this. The movie starts, and they have one scene where they encounter their problem,
Yeah.
and they're scared and they don't know what to do. Then they have a second scene in about the middle of the movie
That makes the
where
problem
they meet a
worse.
second character who either makes the problem worse
Or teaches them something.
or teaches them how to overcome it, and then in the third act they overcome it.
Yeah.
And that's all of the characters with arcs, and the characters who don't have that don't have arcs.
Yeah.
So they're either doing nothing and useless, or they're all doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. The dumbest one is the elephant arc.
Oh my god, that didn't even make sense.
She's like vaguely claustrophobic and then just isn't
She
later
doesn't
on.
have a character trait. Her only character trait is being nervous.
Her arc
And
is
that's it.
she has to do a romantic scene, but has never had a boyfriend.
So she doesn't know how to
And then
behave.
she encounters a guy she has a crush on who serves ice cream in the
Ice
courtyard.
cream courtyard
And
salesman.
then the third act that somehow
who she's afraid to talk to, so all she does is just keep buying ice cream from him.
Which is just
and
a
so
bit.
in the third act, she just imagines the dude that the romantic scene is with is that ice cream guy, and, that's
that
how she-
gets her through it.
That gets her through it,
and that's her arc.
But then the ice cream guy was in the stage, the audience, the whole time, and she goes like, "Here's my number, teehee, bye," and that's her arc.
No, she's
Yeah, in the middle of the
10
play,
minutes.
she just stops singing, walks up to the front of the stage, talks to this ice cream salesman for like 3 minutes, and then leaves.
By the way, Patrick is just shopping on his iPad. That's
It's like
All
my
right.
teachers.
I think that's enough of Sing 2. I think we can shut
Sing
up.
2
I think
gets
I'm
a
done with Sing
solid
2.
D minus.
It's a 2 out of 100.
I want to cook Gunter or whatever.
I want to cook and
eat him.
I don't even want to eat him. I just want to set him
Anyway,
on fire.
I can't wait for this movie to get nominated for Best Animated Feature because they have to meet the quota.
Yeah.
That'll be bust, baby.
Who do you think will win? Encanto or
I hope
Luca?
Mitchell's.
It'll be Encanto.
Luca.
Oh yeah, Mitchell's vs. Machines might win.
Has easily is the most innovative
It's easily the best one.
animation wise.
What we don't know is whether or not the Oscars is considering movies that came to streaming directly.
Yeah.
Still,
Well, they did last year.
but that was because of
I think
COVID
it'll
happened.
be-
Okay, no. If what's the movie? The one with the asteroid that's falling. Don't look up.
Oh
If
yeah.
that gets nominated, then
No,
yeah.
Netflix gets away with it because they own like 5 movie theaters and they play them there, and that makes them
that's
qualify.
stupid.
I think it'll be Encanto or.
I think Encanto will win.
No, it'll be Luca.
Luca's the safe pick. Luca's your Pixar. Luca's
Yeah,
your safe pick.
it's the Pixar award.
But
Pixar
Luca
gets
was
the
a
Pixar
soft
award.
movie.
But
I think Basal vs. Machine.
Also, I don't think
should win.
Encanto looked as good as Luca did. I think Luca was more interesting, visually speaking.
Whatever, who cares? Oscars aren't for 3 more months for some dumb reason. All right, Book of Boba
Finally,
Fett.
we can get to the cool thing, Book of Boba Fett.
Patrick, you watched this.
I watched it.
What did you think of Book of Boba Fett?
Well, I thought it was like, I don't know, it wasn't amazing, but it was kind of like, well,
Where's this going?
Where's this going? Yeah, because I think the interesting plot is gonna be, him as Jabba in that whole little town
Community, yeah.
Yeah, how the town
Mos
thinks of
Espa,
him and how
yeah.
he continues and builds Jabba's empire, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I think the less interesting plot was how he escaped the Sarlacc pit and then became one of those guys.
I thought that was the much more interesting
No,
plot.
I didn't. It was interesting
Because,
but
look, when Boba Fett was doing the game, all he was doing was just, I'm going to walk here and talk to this dude.
So,
I'm going to talk to this guy now.
From a plot standpoint, the flashback arc is more interesting because there's more happening.
Yeah.
From a situation and what I'm more interested in them exploring
Is what's happening.
currently.
Yeah.
that's what I'm
They don't really do anything with his current situation,
Yeah.
but there is stuff they could do there that would be more
They
engaging
spent
than
more
what they're
of the
currently
episode
doing.
focusing
Most
on...
of it's a flashback,
Yeah.
The big
which
lizard guy was cool.
which makes me what I say is they should have just cut out all of the present day stuff.
Just done the flashback.
Just called it prologue and just done just do the whole episode flashback how he got there.
40 minutes
No, it
long.
wasn't even that. It was like 30
It
minutes
was
long.
30 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't long.
No, it was real
felt
short.
it
felt a good.
it was very well paced.
Yeah, it was
I
good. It was
thought
a
it
good
was
chunk of
longer than it
content.
was,
Yeah.
which is
I
good.
think the best part of the episode was the galactic jizz whalers.
They're back.
Oh, they
baby.
came back.
Or one of them did.
I was so happy.
One of them and the blue,
Max
the blue
Rebo.
guy
Did you
is
see
back.
Max Rebo?
The blue guy.
The blue guy.
I love the blue guy.
I love Max
Yeah.
Rebo.
And Nicholas was like, "That costume sucks," and I'm like, "Well, it's from
How
1978."
dare he?
so-
That's Max Rebo.
Wait, are you talking about the
The
Nick.
elephant dude.
yeah, the blue guy
the one who was
in Jabba's palace.
not the tangled up one.
No, he just plays
No,
the keyboard.
this guy. It's Max
Yeah, he's
Rebo,
the
the
best.
outfit boy.
No.
I love it.
What was weird
I
is
love him
how
so much.
Look, he's
I
got a
wanna give-
Funko Pop.
I want to give him a big old
how
kiss.
it when they're both tangled up and how Boba's like, hey, let's get out of here, I'll cut you free, and he's like, hey, he's over here, guys, even though he could have gotten free. But then they suddenly start praising him after he cuts off the head of that thing.
Yeah, because he killed the thing.
Yeah, he killed the thing.
So they're like, "You did it. You saved the kid and killed the thing. You're
Right.
cool now."
So now he's chill with them, and he's gonna be one of them.
I feel like the weird dog creature, like the CGI on that was like weird.
It wasn't great, but it was fine.
He was like
It kind of looks like a puppet.
so weird.
It was a puppet sometimes.
By yourself.
I think they should have just made
Yeah,
like
it
a
looks
lizard
weird.
guy without the weird 4 arms. It just looks strange.
I like
I
that
thought
it was a new thing.
Yeah, I liked that it was a new creature.
I liked it didn't pop out like a big
Because
tauntaun
at
or
first I
something.
thought it was going to be a Rancor monster.
That's-
I did
when
too.
I saw the
I thought they were
claw-
gonna bring back the Rancor. I was like,
Yeah.
boo.
I mean, I would have thought that was cool, but I mean, it was cool that it was cooler that it was like a
It was-
centaur lizard centipede
It was a lizard. It was.
man. It looked very Star Wars.
I'm just glad that they didn't do like a random.
I was
Yeah.
happy they didn't just pull
Looks
the
like
Rancor out and be like, thing you know.
Yeah.
It looks like something they would have made ages ago when they had all the modeling kits and they just stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because how they would have done that in like the original, if they put that in the original, they would have gotten like 2 guys in a suit and they would have stacked them on top.
Yeah.
It looks like
that.
something from Clone Wars. That's what
Yeah,
it
it looked like a creature from Clone Wars. It looked very Star. I liked the
What
monster.
did you guys think of like generally the stuff where he's leader of Jabba's empire now?
I thought that was cool.
I think that's a good setup for a show.
Yeah.
Is because often
The problem is, and this is the problem that Tatooine always has, nothing on Tatooine matters. Nothing cool happens on Tatooine. All the cool stuff happens when you get off of Tatooine.
Hopefully we leave Tatooine.
Yeah.
no, because the interesting part of this to me is most of the so in Star Wars when you're doing like the seedy underground stuff, all of it's from the perspective of like your guy doing the actual like job, like running the stuff. And what interests me about this is like it's about the guy on top, and that's what I want them to explore more.
Well, we saw that with Darth Maul.
A little bit, but he was never the main focus of anything.
Well, he was of the
His Clone Wars arc, but he
in.
wasn't a leader of the Empire for most of that. He was just like running around.
He pretty much immediately took over the entire underworld.
But we never saw him really do anything with it.
We never saw the administrative side of it.
We never saw him do anything with it other than that one attack on Mandalore.
Yeah.
But
We need an episode where he's like filing taxes.
no,
I did like the interaction with him and the mayor's like dude.
Yeah.
Where he's like, "Did you pay me tribute? No. Are you gonna pay me tribute? No. Okay, then I guess I'll leave. Yeah, or I'll kill you. Okay, bye."
no, my favorite part.
Also, he sounded like Owen Wilson.
He did.
was-
I thought it was Owen Wilson.
I thought it was Owen Wilson at first.
It was not Owen
It
Wilson.
sounded just like him.
Just like Owen Wilson.
I can promise you it wasn't.
Oh,
I know it wasn't, but
I
it
know
sounded
because
just
people
like him.
talk about it,
Guys, did you see Owen
but-
Wilson?
Yeah.
Wow.
So this show is gonna be 7 episodes instead of 8, which is the.
They
normal.
need to start getting those numbers back up. I'm not liking that we're
They're
losing
going
episodes.
down. Yeah, I don't like that.
We went from like
we're
12
staying the
to
same.
10 to 8,
We're
and now
staying
we're
the
at
same.
6.
We're staying the same length of episode, but we're getting less.
That's because they're coming up with less interesting
Okay,
stories.
then
Yeah.
here's what you do. Make a movie. And just put it on Disney Plus.
Should it cost $300 million?
Sure, put the entire budget of the show into a movie. Why not?
How do I make a movie?
This was going to be a movie.
At one point,
Yeah. And you can kind of tell.
until they handed it over to Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni.
And they're like, hey, look, you're doing way
This
better
is
than we
part
are.
of
You do
your
it.
Universe now.
There was specific stuff in this I liked. I liked the part at the start where he's in the Sarlacc.
I still think
and he
Fennec
pulls the
Shand.
oxygen out
Yeah.
of the stormtrooper.
I
I
get
thought,
like
I thought the way he
he's
got
just
out was
kinda
fun.
really cut it open.
I thought I
It
liked
wasn't
what
as
they
cool
did.
as the original way he got out.
I liked what they
He
did.
just rocketed out.
No.
Yeah,
No.
just blow
In
up.
the original way he got out, Dengar threw grenades in there trying to kill him. The grenades exploded, and he's wearing Beskar, so he didn't get too damaged by it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he jetpacked out and killed the Sarlacc monster.
That'd be way more like over the top.
It would have been way
But
cooler, though.
That would have.
That's what you call 90s Star Wars comic book.
Yeah.
Where they were all just doing whatever because it
Make
didn't
him
matter
the
anymore.
coolest man in the universe.
Yeah.
No, comic book Boba Fett. I don't think you guys understand how absolutely
Doesn't line up at
broken of a
all with
character this
movie
is.
Boba Fett, who's a total moron.
Yeah. No,
Who gets poked in the back with a
So,
stick and flies into the Sarlacc's
the
mouth.
pre-Disney expanded universe post episode 6 Boba Fett was so prolific. He had a whole collection of lightsabers, much like Grievous, because he had been hunting Jedi, and he was the best duelist in the galaxy because he was like one of the only ones left, and he was so good that he would best and kill Jedi in lightsaber combat.
You know how like with Marvel they take from the comics and stuff. Why don't they just repurpose some of the old Star Wars comics for movies and stuff?
They did, but then they forget.
Patrick, there's no source material. This is all original.
Yeah, there's just not enough material.
There's
to
not
go off,
enough
Patrick.
source material.
No, the real reason
Not
is
like 2 decades of comics.
so here's
Try 3.
Here's the Star Wars method of using their source material. Someone sneezes a word from a comic that was in one of those Star Wars source materials. They base a whole character off of that sneeze and then make up the rest.
Pretty much.
Like how Kylo Ren was just, and then they made everything else up.
Hi, are you bored again? If so, click. Get in.
Oh, that's Lexi Dot.
Code Lexi Dot.
I got Paganga. Oh my gosh. We're making a whole
No, it's
show.
more like in the original trilogy, one of them went, oh, I got this part from Blinkleblorp. And then in the next, and one of the spin-off shows, the whole show is about how Blinkleblorp was started by the Xingkong mining clan. And the Xingkong mining clan used the special Blip-Blorp rock material to form the blasters that are used in the Star. It's
Yeah.
like that. They take the tiniest little chunk, and then they just spit off a bunch of nonsense
Or
that
they
doesn't
take
matter.
something really trivial and make an entire.
Like
Yeah.
we know the Kessel Run existed, and we
guys,
knew
the
that the
movie-
spice mines of Kessel existed.
Yeah.
And so they were like, "What do? Make it a whole planet that is a spice
Darth
mine."
Vader, Darth
We're
Vader,
gonna have Dice the movie. It's gonna be so
Darth Vader in
good.
one line in
Han
episode
Solo's
6.
Dice the movie.
Darth Vader in one line in episode 6 goes, Luke, you made a new lightsaber. The lightsabers are made at the magic cave of Ilum, where the kyber crystals are found by the Jedi younglings, and if they don't get it before the sun goes down, they'll get trapped in the ice wall.
But not really, though.
Hey guys, should we make like a series on like the High Republic or like all that stuff? Make it about the blue elephant, man.
Can you put it in between the period of episodes 3 and 4 so we could put things people know in there? Anyway, Book of Boba Fett.
We have explored every single minute of time between
those movies, yeah.
And the Clone Wars series was on for more years than the actual war
Lasted in canon. Because the year in canon was 2.5 years.
It was 3 years. The war was 3 years long.
And the show is 7 seasons.
The show ran for 7 seasons.
Yeah, but the show only came out weekly, and they had to have an episode for.
It's also an anthology, so it could be all over the place.
But who cares? It was.
You
great.
can watch it in order.
Clone Wars is a good show. Anyway, I hope Book of Boba Fett becomes interesting at some point. I want to see more.
First episode was fine.
I'm so tired of weekly format. Can we go back to binging?
Give me the whole thing. I just want to watch it. I watched all of Witcher in 2 days. It was great.
I want to watch the whole thing and then be done with it, and then forget what happened. Can I do that, please?
Then rewatch the entire season before the next one.
Yes, that's so much easier for me.
Yeah.
I don't gotta worry about. Now I gotta be like, there's 6 more episodes. Doesn't until February.
And then Mandalorian comes out.
And then they're gonna drop Andor for 4 months or whatever.
Oh, jeez.
So when's Mandalorian coming out?
Who knows?
Maybe never.
I think they're still filming it.
How many episodes is Andor?
12.
Why does Andor get 12 and Boba Fett get 6?
So you're telling me of 3
No,
months?
Why are there 2 seasons of Andor?
3 months of Andor.
That's 3 months of Andor.
A character that this again.
And Book of Boba
It's Blip Borp from the Blip Beep scene. I don't care about Blip Borp. I want to see the cool dude.
No, and Bad Batch season 2 also.
Once one show does it that's popular, then everything else.
No, that's not the problem. That's the problem that already happened.
What if Blip Blorp was actually a really interesting character with such a cool backstory?
How about we give Blip Borp his own show?
I can't wait for
18 episodes.
The random guy who just is literally a generic dude gets his own show.
This is Bingus.
I can't wait for knockoff Han Solo to get his own show.
I have a new respect for the writers at CW because they have to come
milk
up with
so much content
25, 26, maybe 30 episode seasons, right? And yeah, some
They're
of the
only boring 70% of the time.
Disney's making 6 episode seasons with 2 filler episodes. So CW's killing it.
They write 5 scripts for the Disney show and then just poop out the other 2.
Alrighty. I think that's it for reviews.
No, Sam. Here's our beef segment.
What?
This is gonna be another hour.
What is it?
We're gonna go through
all this stuff.
All of the major films.
Is that in the drive?
Coming out next year. No, I just pulled up a list on the internet.
Why?
We're gonna go month by month.
Wait.
And at the end of each month, we'll talk about whatever your most anticipated thing for that month is, and then at the end we'll go over what's your most anticipated for the year. We good?
We've already been going for an hour and a half.
Oh, that's not even one of our longest episodes. Yeah, at least another half hour.
Can we be done?
No.
You have nowhere to be. What are you talking about?
I have nowhere to be.
All right, let's get started. So January is a light month.
February, March.
So we're starting with January. Our first big wide release is the 355 from director Simon Kinberg, who directed one movie before this. Sam, can you guess what it is? It's Dark Phoenix, that movie you like.
Oh, good.
This is a movie about a group of only women spies.
Good.
I'm sure it'll bomb really hard.
This is gonna be like Ocean's whatever movie with all the women.
Then on January, that'll be January 7th. On January 14th, we have 2 big releases. It'll be Halloween in February. We got Hotel Transylvania Transformania.
Is this woman's name Fan Bing Bing?
That's the character's. No, that is the real name.
Her name is Fan Bing Bing. Is she a sitcom character from the 90s?
More like the.
Her name's Bing Bing.
Let's go on to the next
Her
segment.
fake name sounds more real than her real name.
Yeah.
Lin Mi Xing sounds a lot more real than Fan Bing Bing.
Fan Bing Bing sounds like
sounds like a fake name.
Sounds like a racist sitcom character. From
That's what I'm saying.
This is Wing Wong Ching Chong, the character.
You're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, Anyway.
And then this guy's just Nick.
Nick. Good for you, Sebastian Stan.
Stan, isn't this?
Apparently.
Respect.
Oh my god, it's 2 hours. I'm sure this will be Charlie's Angels all over again. The reboot that didn't do well. All right. So then we have January 14th, we have Hotel Transylvania, Transformania, and Scream. Hotel Transylvania will be exclusive to Amazon Prime. That won't come out in theaters. Of course, new directors for both those franchises, which were both each helmed by individual directors.
New one.
Yeah, I don't care enough to find the...
This is of course the movie Scream, not to be confused with
Oh my
the
gosh.
1996
Full
movie
screen. Why the full screen button no work?
It doesn't like you anymore.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Not
Shut
to be
up then.
confused with the 1996 original Scream, or the movie that came out 10 years before that, also just called Scream, or the TV show in this franchise, also just called Scream.
You know what I love? I love coming out of the Christmas and New Year season and going.
She has a
"Ooh,
landline.
Apparently.
And a mobile phone.
Okay, what's the next movie?
The King's Daughter. I don't
I
think
love
this
how
has a
they
trailer
don't
yet.
type, they
This
just-
is, oh wait, no, that doesn't matter. Don't look that up. Who cares?
Never mind, we're not doing that one.
That one doesn't matter. Then on January 28th, we have Morbius.
Yes.
And The Ice Age Adventures of Buckwild. Are you excited for Morbius? Look, there's Morbius.
I'm
That looked like a band cover.
Wait, why does it say it's also Marvel?
Because it is.
Oh my gosh.
So is
This is in the
canon?
spum.
Maybe.
This is one of the this is a spum movie.
So
Yes, you
does
can
that
say-
mean it's gonna be good?
That means
No.
no.
Yes, you can
The
say-
Oh,
opposite.
I can guarantee you it'll be bad.
Is it gonna be not good?
It'll be worse than Venom 1 bad.
Guess you could say Sony pulled this one out. Of
Maybe even approaching Amazing Spider-Man 2 bad.
Morbius the Living Vampire.
As opposed to the dead vampire,
I love dead vampires.
which is inherently not a thing.
Even though they don't.
Sam, also, of course, this month is the Ice Age Adventures of Buckwild. Do you want to pull that up real quick? That is also a direct streaming release. That'll be direct to Disney Plus, of course.
Guess Sony's pulled this one out of their spum, guys.
This,
Max, what does that even mean?
Nothing, but it sounds.
yeah. So
They're
this is
making a whole movie
Ugh.
about
Why
that
does it look like
character.
a, that looks like a video game?
this is the first thing Disney's doing with a Blue Sky property,
Yes.
because Blue Sky is now closed
He looks like a Crash
True.
Bandicoot.
because they shut them down. But I guess they're gonna use the IP.
Really like fun family movie.
They made
They
a
made-
good movie.
They made Rio.
They made
They
Dragon.
made
Ball.
Ice Age. They
Mm.
made.
A good movie.
A good movie, yeah.
I wonder why they closed.
Probably because they only made a good movie.
And they all didn't do well.
Max, can you go get my iPad charger? It's to the
Well,
left of
when
my
Ice
desk.
Age 6 comes
I can't.
out-
There's too many cables. I can't get out of here. That's not a charger.
I know, but you don't have it.
There's a charger here.
What am I to you? Just a little
You're the one who is the easiest to get out of his chair. It's to the left of my
How
desk.
dare you?
I contribute.
Yeah, he contributes.
It's gonna cost
Don't.
$2 back.
All right,
Fine.
so that is our January 2022. Sam, what is your most anticipated film for January?
Morbius, I guess.
Yeah. What's yours, Patrick?
Hotel Transylvania.
Mine's Scream.
They're all going to be bad.
I'm
Who cares?
interested to see what they do with Scream. I think that one has potential.
January or the December left.
Hotel Transylvania, I would have been excited for if they had the original cast and the original director.
Q?
That I would have probably been excited for that one.
It's the December.
Because I do like those
Yeah,
movies.
it's the December leftovers.
Morbius is going to be a turd. And the Ice Age movie, I probably won't even watch. All right, moving on. February. February has some big stuff like every week. February, we start off on February 4th with Moonfall. And Patrick, you want to read that one for me?
Jack Booty Forever.
Let me see. Let me see.
Don't, you can't say it. This is family.
We don't want to be marked as explicit on Apple
Oh,
Podcasts.
I know
Hey,
that
it's
one.
Jackass Forever.
Oh,
We've seen trailers for that for months.
In kids' movies.
Our
Yes.
dad laughs at it. Our dad laughs
Every
at it
dad in the
every
theater
time.
laughs every time.
Yep.
Because they're the only people who've seen the first
Yeah, Moonfall is the
Because
new
so gross.
Roland Emmerich movie about the moon falling into the planet with Halle Berry and Patrick Wilson.
Wait. Doesn't it take place in 2022?
I think.
And it's supposed to be like a futuristic movie.
I think it's supposed to be like in the now.
It's supposed to be vaguely...
You know that movie about the meteor hitting Earth and it's a metaphor for climate change? This will basically be the same, but dumber and more blunt, and probably much worse.
No, but in this one, it's like they have like modern.
No, this one, in this one, they have to blow up the moon or whatever. It's gonna be dumb. And then obviously that movie. Want to read that again?
The Jackass Forever.
Is just another one of those. It's more of that.
All
Then-
the
then-
40-year-old men will go
And
see
then
it.
on February 11th, we have 2 more big releases. We have, we have 2 more. Death on the Nile,
Ooh.
which is the sequel to
Yeah,
Murder on the
Orient
Orient Express.
Yeah.
This was a Fox movie that was supposed to come out 2 years ago. When this comes out, it'll be 3 years from its original date.
Yes.
This is Kenneth Branagh again. He's back. It's a whole new cast. We got like Gal Gadot, Tom Bateman, Letitia Wright, bunch of controversial actors. Russell Brand, Armie Hammer. So Disney's trying to bury this movie.
Which one?
Death on the Nile. It's got too many controversial actors.
Yeah, I don't care.
Armie Hammer, obviously in trouble for maybe being a cannibal.
That's nice.
Russell Brand talked to a conservative, so he's out. And then obviously Letitia Wright is anti-vax. So
Oh, good.
it's just
How'd
a
you
bunch
get
of.
Latito from Letitia.
I can't read.
Latito?
Sorry, I cannot read. I thought that was
Just
clear to
me.
everyone.
Latito.
Thank you,
then
Max.
Also on
Max.
February 11th, which is Valentine's Day week, is "Marry Me," which is that rom-com starring Jennifer Lopez and Owen Wilson,
It's gonna be so bad.
Good.
Can't
and
wait
also
for
Sarah
that.
Silverman's in
You
it.
guys ever seen what's the Paris one?
Paris what?
The movie with Owen Wilson.
Oh,
A Midnight in Paris.
Paris and Seattle.
You ever seen A Midnight in Paris with Owen
No.
Wilson?
What on earth are you talking about?
Yeah, it's a movie where Owen
It's-
Wilson
really?
and his wife go to Paris, and then he ends up going back in time somehow.
A Paris and what?
A Midnight in Paris. Yeah, no.
This is not
They-
coming out
They
this
made
year.
us watch it in Humanities.
Oh, and Humanities. That's
Is it like
2011.
Squid Game? Does it say
Oh, it's just like Squid Game. Yeah, Max, you got it.
Owen Wilson is the main character.
He's not ever
Why is
supposed
he at
to be
the
the main
bottom of the
character.
cast list? Why does he not have top billing?
I don't know.
Why does Kathy Bates have
This is
top
one of the
billing?
worst designed DVD
That is
covers
a
I've ever
horrible
seen.
DVD color.
Terrible.
It's just a bunch of dudes' faces. The main character photoshopped onto the actual cover in
It's a
a
good
different art
cast.
style. Anyways, what's
wasn't
next?
horrible.
That's a picture of the DVD.
Anyway,
that's-
also on
that's
February 11th
photoshopped on.
is Blacklight, which is Liam Neeson's. You know how every year Liam Neeson puts out a movie where he's like an old man fighting guys?
Mm-hmm.
That's his movie for this year. Because he did Taken, and then he's just done a bunch of Takens that aren't Taken, but are scroll down
Oh my gosh.
The
Thomas,
Marksman, Next,
Oh, we all know next.
Honest Thief.
Oh, I know.
It's those.
Opposed
The newest not taken movie.
Yeah.
I love
And
the
then,
first one, Dishonest.
And then on February 18th, we have Uncharted, obviously. And then also that day we have Dog, which is that movie where Channing Tatum has to hang out with a dog.
Just put dog. What did you think you were gonna get?
Oh no, that's audio. Blah, 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 blah.
Wait, who's it owned by?
Dude,
MGM.
How you can't mute on the app? The app is dumb.
turn your iPad volume all the way down.
Oh, that's not how it works,
Anyway. This is
This
the
movie looks kind of good.
looks
Yeah.
cute.
It looks like
This
moms
is a
will
good
like
mom
it.
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mom will like this one.
And the dog will die in the.
No, I don't think the dog will die in this
No,
one.
I won't.
You think they're gonna keep the dog alive?
I think they're gonna keep the
the
dog
movie's
alive.
called Dog.
No, but I think at the end of the movie he's gonna adopt
What
it.
if he dies?
He won't die because he's got to adopt the dog at the end.
Seeing,
Obviously.
While you're seeing Texas Chainsaw Massacre, your mom will be seeing Dog.
Yes. Also, that same day on February 18th, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Why are all the
Which is
movies
a
coming out
reboot.
before October?
Also just called Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Not confused with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original 1976 movie, or its 2003 remake, also just called Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because we haven't used the title enough.
Oh, the trailer's out.
This will be going direct to Netflix because it was so
No,
crappy
not
that
on
it
YouTube.
couldn't even go to theaters. They switched directors 2 days into filming.
Good. So it's gonna be good.
This is a direct sequel to the original. This is about, I believe, the 4th time they've done a direct sequel to the original. I think the plot of this one is that Leatherface is trying to like reform and be a normal member of society.
That's a great plot for a horror movie.
Yeah, but obviously
In
it won't stick.
1974, a horror legend was born.
I actually haven't seen this trailer.
Because I'm getting really scared of this house.
And then,
Their house.
in 2022, the face of madness returns.
Oh my gosh, is that a chainsaw?
I'm doing the music and the vocals.
That thing would not work after like
40 years.
it's got like a bunch of blood in it.
I'm sure this will be a dumbed down, really stupid movie in a franchise of really dumb and stupid
that is really
movies.
stupid.
Is that the guy who plays?
Except for the original, which is a classic of cinema,
Was that Finn
and the
Wolfhard?
rest of these are really dumb. All right, that's February. Oh, unless you care about I Want You Back, the Amazon Prime original movie about Charlie Day and Jenny Slate.
No one cares.
Great. Next.
What's your favorite? What are your most anticipated movie of February?
None of those. I will not see any movies in February.
I guess
Dog.
I guess
Dog,
it's
maybe?
Dog. Oh wait, Channing Tatum co-directed Dog.
That's great. Good
Oh,
for
I'm
him.
kind of interested. Oh, is that a different
The
guy?
trailer
A
kind of
different Channing Tatum?
No, okay, it's yeah. Oh, that's kind of
The
interesting.
trailer kind of.
I don't know. I get it's either that or I guess Uncharted. I don't really care about Death on the Nile at all.
That might be a good movie. Murder on the Orient Express was fine.
All right, moving on to
wanna
March.
see
March has
Batman.
some actual stuff you might care
The
about.
Batman.
On March 4th, we have The Batman.
Oh yeah, good movie.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's coming
there it is.
out. Then on March 11th, ooh, look at that! Look at that poster.
It looks pretty sick.
Those look pretty sick. It only cost $100 million. That's got to be wrong. This definitely cost more than $100 million.
But what was that Disney movie where the logo's just you can't read it? At all?
Oh, Ant-Man and the
Oh,
Wasp.
Quantumania?
Quantumania.
Mania. Much better design than that.
Yeah.
So
All right, yeah, obviously the Batman. And then on March 11th, which is the week after, we have Turning Red, the new Pixar movie about the girl who turns into a big
Oh,
red,
Red
panda.
Panda.
Wait, this is about
That movie looks annoying.
That does.
It doesn't look
annoying.
bad. It just looks
this
annoying.
movie looks pretty dark.
And it's obvious that Pixar was copying the animation style or trying their best of like Spider-Verse, where it's like the 2D type.
Yeah.
Which
Anyway.
one?
Turning
Turning
red.
Red.
I guess I'll pull that one up.
No, don't even bother because we're moving on to the next thing.
That movie seems like a movie that everyone on
This
TikTok
one.
will like, but it's
Everyone on TikTok will love this movie.
so. It just looks gross.
I hope it's just the trailer that it's like this.
This looks like Onward, but with people.
Onward was.
Not really.
Also
Not bad.
mediocre.
Yeah.
It was bad. Just say it was bad.
It
I
wasn't
don't
bad
think it
though.
was
It was
bad.
just.
It wasn't bad,
It was just.
stupid.
lame.
Because the gem was.
It was just boring.
The entire time.
I didn't like the movie.
The Adventure of
That's
Women.
okay.
I didn't like The Good Dinosaur.
That
That
one
was bad. That movie was bad. Bad means like it was incompetently put together. Like a movie can be competently put together and still just be like a boring movie. That's what
Anyway.
we say when we say a movie is fine.
Yeah, it's like competently made.
It just
and not
was
that
kind of
engaging.
lame.
All right, March 18th. Downton Abbey, A New Era. A sequel to the movie Downton Abbey, which was a sequel to the show Downton Abbey. It's your grandma's favorite show, and it's getting a new movie.
Woo!
There's that building. There's those boring old British people.
That's what we went for. That's what's all about.
I think the last one was like Focus Features, like highest grossing movie ever, and it made
probably
like $50 million.
was.
Here's my impression of Downton Abbey. Actually, I'm old.
You know the whole like bit everyone does of like the show where the old British people sit around and drink tea and gossip?
Mhm.
That's what this show
That's
is.
literally.
And now it's a movie.
Why does her face? Like, I'm not commenting on her looks.
Anyway,
The
also on March 18th, I'm going to butcher this title, Operation Fortune. Ruse de Guerre? Guerre? Guerre?
which one?
This one, Operation Fortune Ruse de Guerre. Guerre. That's You can Operation Fortune. This is Guy Ritchie's next movie.
Oh wow!
Operation
This looks good.
This is Guy Ritchie.
Aubrey
Obviously,
Plaza's in this?
it's
is her
it's
like?
Jason Statham, Aubrey Plaza, Josh
She
Hartnett, Carrie
is great
Elwes,
at picking movies
Bugsy
to be
Malone,
in.
and Hugh Grant. The cast is fun.
Is this a heist movie?
It's a fun cast. I think so. I think it's supposed to be a heist movie.
Oh.
Guy Ritchie has made some good movies, and some not so good movies.
My favorite Aubrey Plaza movie is Mildred Goes West.
No, Max.
That's not a movie.
Max, you must be forgetting about the Grumpy Cat, A Very Grumpy Christmas
in
movie.
that movie?
She voices Grumpy Cat.
She actually?
No.
Whose mouth doesn't move, so the director told her to just make up all of her lines.
Have you seen?
No way
Mildred
she's
Goes
actually-
West?
Yes, she's Grumpy Cat in the Grumpy Cat Christmas movie.
Oh no, she was. Why?
I don't know.
She was on Parks and Rec when that was happening.
That's all she's been in
She
that was
had
good.
work. She was getting
Name
paid.
one of the things she's been in that was good. Parts of Legend
Apparently,
of Korra.
Ingrid Goes West is a good movie.
No, it's god awful. Basically, she gets inherited money from her grandpa, and then she moves to LA, and she like kidnaps someone's dog and returns it.
No, maybe she doesn't pick the movie she in. The movie picks her.
That's right. That's a good way to get out of being in bad things. I don't know. Come on, this is a pretty good filmography. Dirty Grandpa.
Oh, that's a good
Mike
one.
and Dave Need Wedding Dates. The Child's Play remake. Anyway, moving on.
It's rated R.
Ooh,
Why is it rated R?
Because it's stupid.
cursing.
Just say, yeah, that's just cursing.
All
It's
right.
so lame. Imagine getting your movie rated R because of cursing.
All right, then
Not like
said the
blood
on
and
Mar-
gore and sex.
on March 25th, we have The Lost City, which is stars Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum, and Daniel Radcliffe, which I believe is them like in the jungle or something.
You're telling me it's not related to the Dora the Explorer movie?
No, but it doesn't look like that.
Dora the Explorer, The Lost City.
Oh my god, I hate
hear
ads.
Man, I really
You
need...
should get YouTube Premium.
I can't
Why?
because it costs money. And I also have no card at the moment.
That's true.
I would have to go and buy a Google gift card.
Look, it's the jungle.
Welcome to the jungle. The jungle is the jungle. We are in the jungle.
Like
credits.
Wow, this is not Indiana Jones.
Looks like Indiana Jones. Oh, okay, I get the
Oh,
bit
but
now.
she's a writer. But then the writer goes on a real adventure. Because she says not a real adventurer. But then she does go on a real adventure.
The Lost City of D.
Look, she's drinking
El Dorado.
gin and she's in the tub.
So she writes bad romance movies or novels.
Movie looks dumb.
So she ends up like in her book. Her book
Yeah,
characters
that's
come
the-
from
Yeah.
real world.
All right. What's your most anticipated movie for March? The Batman.
Yeah.
Batman.
That's the
The
only movie
Batman.
I will see in March.
No, you will also see Turning Red.
I will not
The
see Turning
Unbreakable
Red.
Boy.
Yeah, you will also
Maybe
see.
is it going to be on
it-
Disney Plus? Is Turning Red going to be on Disney Plus?
not day
and
and date. It'll come later.
Then I'll see it whenever it comes out on Disney Plus for free.
All right. Sam always says he won't see things, but he doesn't account for the fact that I'll make him see things.
No, but then you never do make me see the things, so it doesn't really affect
You
me.
have to go see Scream.
I'm not seeing Scream. I don't care.
And April.
You said that about Halloween, and you didn't even see Halloween.
I did. Yeah, I watched it at home
When?
because it was on Peacock.
Oh, right. Of course.
April. April.
You're gonna break your window.
It hit the wall, Tucker.
All right, anyway, in April 8th, we have Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Woo!
More Sonic.
Yeah, baby!
Did you see the first one?
No.
Have you played any of the games?
Yeah.
You've played the
Good, then
Sonic
you know
games
everything you need
play.
to know.
You know the Sonic
So here's the plot of Sonic 2. Hedgehog go fast, punch man in red suit.
Oh, I didn't know Santa was in this.
You know, the Sonic games really make you feel like Sonic. That's my favorite part.
I still can't believe they went through the whole first one and redid the Sonic character.
And it was better for it. I'm glad they did. It was actually not a bad movie. It was pretty good.
All
It was
right.
the best This is like the second best movie of that year.
Was it?
Because Endgame
yeah,
also
nothing
came
else
out, and
came
nothing
out.
else. It was
Anyway.
Endgame, Sonic, and that was it.
April 8th, also, Ambulance, Michael Bay's newest film.
Oh yeah.
This is that movie about Jake Gyllenhaal, and they're robbing a bank, and then they're in an ambulance,
It looks
and
like
the whole movie's like an hour and 40-minute long chase scene,
it looks like someone took
filmed
a
by
part of-
Michael Bay.
Looks like
So
someone
it's-
took a part of GTA and just made it.
Yeah, it looks like
No, it looks like a company genetically
GTA
engineered a
cutscene.
movie that was just bound to give you nausea.
yeah. It looks awful. It looks
So
terrible.
bad. Why did Jake Gyllenhaal do this? To me
And
personally,
this guy, this poor man.
he's also in good movie. Why are these two good actors in this dumb movie? By Michael Bay, the worst director there ever
Why
was.
does the camera have ADHD?
Oh yeah, no, the camera never stops moving, and there's
can
also
say that
no
'cause I
wide
have
shots.
ADHD.
Look, it's
Everything's a
all
close-up.
close-ups, and it's always shaking and moving.
And like beneath you.
Yeah, look,
Dude,
it's like
calm
Either beneath or
down.
above. Never straight up.
I feel like Michael Bay just hires cameramen that aren't physically strong enough to hold the camera, and they're like, boss, look, oh,
No, he just doesn't feed them or give them water.
He only hires cameramen with osteoporosis.
They're falling over as they're shooting.
They're just the entire time they're filming the movie. They're like,
At least the movie has guns.
It does have
what a
that.
benefit.
Wait, I'm sorry, the G word.
Of course, yes.
blasters. It has
Yes,
blasters.
blast.
The movie has,
All right.
has
On April 15th,
I like these blasters.
there's Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dingledorpus.
Dingle Donkus?
Dingledorp
Blurb.
from Blitblorp the elf.
Dingleberry?
Dinglebungus.
Does
Bungus Man?
Patrick, do you care about Harry Potter at all?
I've seen the movies.
You have
Yeah.
all of them.
Yeah.
Do you care about this new one?
I haven't seen the Fantastic Beasts movies.
Oh, you haven't
so
seen
I don't
it.
really care at all.
All right,
Like,
here's your job. You're gonna watch both those. We're not gonna watch
You're going
any
to
of
report
them.
back to us.
And we're all gonna go see this new one, and we're all gonna discuss it.
There you go,
Patrick's gonna
Patrick,
have,
what's happening?
we're all gonna go.
Patrick's
Patrick,
gonna
what
be
did we
like-
just watch?
And it'll be your turn to
And
explain what's
Patrick
going
will be
on.
like, I don't know, I was asleep.
And Patrick will go, I didn't
I
watch the
watched,
other ones.
I watched the first ones, but I didn't really watch the first ones.
From what I heard while I was on my phone. Yeah, so this one will probably do worse than the last one, which did worse than all the other ones. Because people do not
It
be
does
happy with what's going on
It
with
looks
Harry
like it
Potter.
has like a white filter over it for some reason.
People don't like J.K. Rowling. People don't like Ezra
I
Miller.
can't believe this movie got
People
made.
don't like they fired Johnny Depp. People don't
a
like
lot
the
of
last
things.
two movies in general. All right.
Basically, this movie's been boycotted by everyone on all sides of every
It
issue.
said Warner Bros. Invites you, and so
Oh.
automatically people are just not gonna go.
Oh, they want me to give
Back
them
to
their
the
money?
magic.
Well, of course
They're
I'll
doing
go.
what
Oh, Ezra Miller.
they're doing the
That's him.
safe thing, which is just throwing stuff from the original movies at your face to try to get you to come see this new one.
Oh,
that was
look, it's
barely released.
funny because they're doing a weird thing.
It's funny because they're like doing the crab thing. But uh-oh, there's a
There's
scorpion.
supposed to be 3 more of
Spider-Man
these.
is
Oh
there.
no.
Oh
Yep.
boy.
Wrote 3 more books.
No.
Oh no. None of these are based on
She
books,
wrote
Patrick.
3 more screenplays.
There's gonna be 5 of these total.
She wrote one more screenplay and the studio told her to write 2 more.
Oh. Neat.
Because if you do a prequel, you can reuse characters and things you know.
Sort of.
Yeah. And then after making all 5 of the Fantastic Beasts movies,
Who does Ezra
they'll
Miller
probably
play?
go make the Cursed Child movie.
This would be like if the prequel trilogy of Star Wars was about Jar Jar Binks and Yoda exclusively.
And there was 5 of them instead of 3.
There was 5 of them.
All right.
Great. Sequence of
Moving
Dingledop.
on. April 22nd. The Bad Guys. That animated movie about
Oh
the wolf.
no, I don't like it.
Oh, no, the furry fan art's gonna be
It's
off.
the furry
Patch,
movie.
why are all of the animal movies so needlessly horny this year?
What?
Sing
Why are my cartoons so horny?
Sing 2 was way too horny for no reason.
Yeah, no, it had no reason to
It
be
had
at all.
no reason to be that horny.
Mommy, look at the booba.
I like the animation style sometimes.
The animation looks.
I like some of the
fine.
voice cast. I like Sam Rockwell.
I don't like that
specifically.
every animal looks the same.
Yep.
Why do they all look the same? Why does every character in this movie look the same?
Also, I don't understand why they're animals and everyone else is people, but I guess it's just a bit.
Also,
I know this is based on like a successful kids book series.
Just like a Boss Baby.
Yeah. No, that was like one children's book. This is like little novels. Like they're like.
So you're telling me they can make a sequel?
Books. Yeah, and maybe this will have an actual story.
Something
somewhat.
tells me it won't, though.
Anyway.
Also, why do all the human characters look more like animals than the animal characters?
I don't know.
why does she look
Anyways.
Now, also on April 22nd, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. This is the movie where Nick Cage plays Nick Cage. And he has to do goofy stuff with Pedro Pascal to pay off his debt to a hotel. This movie looks fun. I'm actually kind of excited for this
I love
one.
the movie with Nick Cage.
Oh wait, that's
Nick
the Red
Cage.
Band teaser. We
I
shouldn't
played
play
the
that
character
one.
Nick Cage.
I think there just is only that one. Look, we're
Look,
getting this
Ryan
ad
Reynolds
again.
is back. He's selling us
Oh,
something.
my gosh.
Were you there when we talked about this movie?
No.
Okay, so Doogie Howser.
So,
Thank you, Max, for that very
So in
timely
this-
reference.
so in this movie, Nick Cage plays himself, and he's in horrible debt, like
Much
in
like
real life.
the real Nick Cage.
And that's why he's taking every single role.
Again, much like the real Nick Cage.
He should just sell all his things.
I love the unbearable weight of massive.
Yes.
I think it's so good. That sounds like
Like massive.
The unbearable weight of massive balls.
balls.
That's his real problem.
That's why he can't. That's why his balls are just too big. He spent all his money on ball surgery, and now he's broke.
Scrooge walks around.
He's like a tanuki.
All right.
We all wonder
That's
why he walked like
unless
that.
you care about the movie 65 from Scott Beck and Brian Woods. That's your April. What's your most excited movie for April?
I do not care.
About any of
Sonic the
these?
Hedgehog
No.
2.
Wait, does
I guess for you, I guess it's Sonic 2.
Yeah, Sonic 2 probably, I guess.
No, we're talking about April, you idiot. On to May! May 6th, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of
Oh,
Madness.
that one I want to put on the TV, but I don't care anymore. You've seen it. You've seen the
Sam
trailer.
Raimi's back.
You know.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benaboop Cumberdoodle.
It's a Marvel movie.
Benedict Cucumber Patch.
May 13th, Sneakerella. It's Cinderella with shoes.
Alright, keep going. No,
But she's got regular
May
shoes.
20th, DC League of Super Pets. May 27th, Top Gun Maverick. And also the Bob's Burgers movie.
my favorite.
Those compete.
I'm waiting for. I don't care about.
What are you most excited for in May? It's Doctor Strange 2.
Bob's Burgers, the movie, definitely. That
Max, I know you're really looking forward to Sneakerella.
Lightyear.
So excited, dude.
one.
June,
It's a big month.
Jurassic World Dominion. Lightyear.
Fight Year.
Elvis. It's an Elvis biopic.
Wow, who'da thunk?
The Black Phone. Scott Derrickson's new movie with Ethan Hawke.
Yay.
Shotgun Wedding. Another Jennifer Lopez rom-com.
Who could have seen that coming?
I-
Glad she's doing
Does
all
she
this
do
stuff.
anything that isn't rom-coms?
She did that movie where she was a stripper.
Wasn't that also a rom-com?
No,
though?
I think that was just her about her stealing money from people.
Oh wait, no, that's the that was the one where it was
Hustlers.
Like, it was a knockoff of Ocean's 8.
Somewhat. Even though it was based on a real thing. Anyway, what's your most excited movie for June?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jurassic World.
Jennifer
I guess
Lawrence
it's Jurassic-
rom-com.
I am kind of interested in Jurassic World because they have the original cast back.
I am not.
Yeah, but
Lightyear?
it's the same movie.
Lightyear probably, yeah. Honestly, probably
Lightyear?
Lightyear.
Every single Jurassic World.
Taika Waititi's in
movie
Lightyear?
is the-
I just want to see what on earth the Lightyear is.
Yeah, I want to see what they're
What
doing.
is that?
Yeah, I want to see.
Why does that exist?
I want that movie to justify its existence.
Yeah,
Just
it needs
see
to
how they do
explain
that.
to me why it exists.
Yeah. Who cares about this Elvis biopic? July, Minions 2, baby.
Woo!
Yay!
I already
Finally
have all the
coming
Lego
out.
sets.
The Rise of Gru.
Yep.
Finally.
I can't wait for the third act to take place in Japan because of how absolutely and ridiculously profitable they are there.
I can't wait.
You know, in train
This movie
stations,
would
they
annoy the
have just
crap out of me.
Minion stores in Japan where all they sell is Minions. They're officially licensed Minion stores.
I have to go there right now.
All they do is sell Minions merch.
Why haven't we been there?
Okay.
Neat. July 8th, Thor: Love and Thunder. Taika Waititi's back.
That's gonna
They're
get
doing
delayed.
Girl Thor.
That'll get delayed.
No, they won't get delayed.
It'll get delayed
Why would it get delayed?
because we haven't seen a trailer for it yet.
I know, but it's already filmed.
It'll get
It
delayed.
doesn't come out until July.
No, you don't release the trailer.
No, it'll get delayed.
January, February,
Yeah.
March,
Trailers-
April, May, June.
The first trailer for a movie should come out 1 year before the movie. The second trailer should come out 3 months before the movie, and the last trailer should come out 1 month before the movie.
I think we'll probably get a
You
trailer.
get a trailer at 6 months.
I think we'll
Sam.
probably get it
No,
in
no, 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 no.
January. We'll either get it in January around Morbius, or we'll get it in February around Uncharted.
It needs a movie.
What?
To go
What?
with.
Other,
Yeah, or we'll get another one. We'll probably
What,
guaranteed.
what Disney movie is coming out closest to it?
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I guess it would be done, but that's like 2 months before.
No, they're not gonna. Well, if it's 2 months before, maybe.
Let's see. Let me take a quick look.
Jurassic World's.
It'll probably play in front. It's most likely it'll play in front of the Batman, which is in March. Which
Yeah.
that's pretty good length. All right. Also in July, Bullet Train. Sorry,
Bullet Chain.
Bullet Train. That's
I wanna see
Brad Pitt.
Bullet
No,
Train.
it's an hour.
I'm more interested in Bullet Chain,
That's
honestly.
Brad Pitt movie. Also in July, Nope, which is Jordan Peele's new movie, and Black Adam, which is the Black Adam movie.
Really? You don't say.
Do you care about Black Adam? Obviously, the most
I wanna
anticipated
see
for them at
more-
this store.
I should have just called it
Shazam
Adam.
was fun.
Patrick, I don't think you know why he's named that.
Because he wears a black suit.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Because he wears a black suit.
Patrick's being racist.
In August has nothing going on. August, your biggest release is The Man from Toronto with Kevin Hart.
It's got bros.
Bros.
Are they coming before or after the
Oh,
host?
that's that movie that's that new rom-com with
Sorry, what?
2 dudes.
Okay.
But is it coming before or after the hose? That's the real question.
In September, Salem's Lot,
Bethany Sam.
which is obviously based on the Stephen King book. They're obviously trying to capture the It magic release date to get more money from that.
July?
What?
He's still on July, Max.
There's more than one movie in
No, this is September. We're already on
We're in
September.
September,
We
apparently.
skipped August because nothing comes out in
He
August.
said that there was.
We talked about bros.
I don't know.
Before hose.
Before-
Also in September, we have Puss in
But
Boots
not after
2.
E.
Puss in Boots 2 is apparently scheduled to finally come out in September.
That will not come out in September.
No, that'll
Stop
probably get
blocking the
delayed again.
shot with your weirdness.
It's got a title at least.
Very
What's the
excited
title?
for
A
some-
Last Wish.
That's stupid.
Is Humpty Dumpty in it?
Probably.
again, yeah.
Yes.
Who plays Humpty Dumpty?
Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah, he's not busy.
Also
I
in
don't
September,
think so.
Don't Worry Darling, which is Olivia Wilde's new movie with Florence Pugh and Harry Styles.
Ooh, okay. Whatever.
That'll
All the Harry
And
Styles
Chris Pine.
girls will see
that'll make a lot of money
because Harry Styles.
because Harry Styles and
No,
Florence Pugh.
and Florence
Twitter
Pugh.
loves both those people.
Did Eternals make enough money to get a sequel later?
No, I hope
Probably not,
Oh man,
but
rip
it
all
will
the
anyway.
Harry Styles
'cause
fans.
It's part of the plan.
But all the Harry Styles fans will be so sad if they don't
Oh,
get that
he'll
movie.
definitely be in more stuff.
Yeah.
What's
He's
he
Harry
in that?
Styles.
Yeah.
very end.
So Thanos has a brother
Dude, we don't need to go into all
named
that.
Eros
We went into that.
who travels the galaxy with
Oh
a
my
magical teleporting gnome.
Voiced by,
This is all real.
Voiced by Patton Oswalt.
This is from the comics with a magical drunk time traveling teleporting gnome. That's it. That's all there is to know about Eros, honestly.
So we got a new Thanos.
No, he's not an evil guy. He's a good
No,
guy.
he looks like Harry Styles.
Yeah, he's
His
not-
power in
the
the
whole gimmick was that he was super attractive and Thanos
Yeah,
was super
his
ugly.
power in the comics is literally he can get women to sleep.
Yeah,
with
no,
him.
he's so hot that any woman will sleep with him. That is his actual power.
I wish I had that.
Oh,
Which, to be fair, Harry Styles does have that
In
power
real
in
life.
So it's it's very well cast.
I look like Tobey Maguire.
you do.
His problem is not getting people
Eh.
to sleep with him.
Look up. Look at a picture.
Let's compare. Sam, can you? Oh, you already closed.
Yeah, I already gave up.
We already determined this.
We've already established this.
Patrick
This
looks
is
like
well
it's
known
called
lore.
16.
Tobey Maguire.
Turby
You were
McGurber.
watching Spider-Man and like, dang,
I
that looks like Patrick.
When I
Slim the
first
face up,
met
yeah.
Patrick,
He
I
wasn't-
thought he looked like
Look at a more freshly shaven one.
Yeah, look at freshly shaved.
That does look like you. Yeah,
Those
you're
are
right.
This one.
Patrick, you just got to grow a beard. That's what we're
Young
learning here.
Tobey Maguire.
That's me.
Yeah, somewhat.
No, literally, like the
Anyways.
first time I saw Patrick.
Also in September, Mission Impossible 7. There's another one.
Good.
You know, every time they say the mission
October.
and they do the mission.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1.
That's a good movie.
I am really looking forward to that one.
And that's
Yeah.
the only movie.
Also, Halloween Ends, finally. Thank God. Didn't need to be a trilogy. Should have just been 2
Should have
movies.
Halloween ended a while ago.
Yep.
They're
In-
not gonna reboot it.
In November, The Flash. With all the Batmans in it.
Oh, you're talking about the Flashest Man Alive?
Also in September, the Untitled David O. Russell Project. This is a 20th Century Studios movie, meaning this is technically a Disney film. David O. Russell obviously directed American Hustle. And I know you don't care, but let me read this cast out. Pretty good cast. Christian Bale, Margot Robbie, John David Washington, Anya Taylor-Joy, Rami Malek, Zoe Saldana, Chris Rock, Timothy Olyphant, Michael Shannon, Andrea Riseborough, Matthias Schoenaerts, that's Alessandra Nivola, Taylor Swift, Mike Myers, Robert De Niro.
All-star cast.
That's a very all-star
Are we gonna
cast.
see that movie?
Maybe.
Wow.
What movie?
Michael Myers.
That movie I just read that giant
Yeah, I
cast
wasn't paying
for.
attention. Just say it again.
Oh, it doesn't have a title yet.
Oh, then no.
David O. Russell.
Yeah.
Tucker. What if that's the Cocaine Bear movie?
No, the Cocaine Bear movie is just called Cocaine Bear.
What if they haven't decided that officially yet?
In November, also, there's an Untitled Bee Gees biopic, also from Kenneth Branagh. Black Panther 2. The Fabelmans, which is Spielberg's next movie based on his childhood. Creed 3, which will be the 3rd Creed movie, and Michael B. Jordan's directorial debut. And Strange World, which is the next Disney
What about Black
animation
Panther?
movie. I said Black Panther.
How come they can make 3 blockbuster, Marvel movies per year, but not 1 Star Wars one?
Because every time they try to make a Star Wars movie, they fire 4 directors.
That's their fault.
Marvel doesn't have that problem because they find the guy who they want before they make it.
Every time there's
In
a
Star Wars, they just hire a guy, and then when he does one thing they mildly dislike, they fire him.
They need to fix
See,
that.
every time they make a
What?
Star Wars movie, the fans go, "We want this to be new and awesome," and then when it comes out, they go, "This needs to be more
This
like the
is old and
prequels. I don't
sucks."
like this."
It's more like the guy they bring in goes, "Hey, I have this original idea," and they go, "No, none of that, please, bye."
You're telling me you want to make a new Star Wars movie? What? What?
No.
Darth Vader movie.
You silly man.
Let's make a movie that literally goes into the first movie.
Wait, guys.
What if, hear me out, the movie takes place inside a force-sensitive person's body? All the characters are microbes called midichlorians that roughly resemble teenage age
The
characters.
movie is called Star Wars Inside Out.
The movie is called Star Wars Into the Luke Skywalker's Bloodverse.
All right. In December, our final month of the 2022.
For those of you who are unaware, the joke was that was George Lucas's actual pitch
Yeah.
for a future Star Wars trilogy.
Here's the big boy. The biggest movie ever made is coming out December 22.
Oh, is it now?
10 years of the making. Avatar 2 is still scheduled to come out. Are you hyped for Avatar 2?
Is anyone?
Not at all.
James Cameron.
Does anyone even remember Avatar 1?
No, but everyone saw it.
Patrick, what happens in Avatar 1?
I remember the guy.
Actually, I have.
And
He goes to the Blueverse.
and then
I don't remember.
It's the highest grossing movie of all time. And no one can.
no one knows what it's
Name
about.
3 characters from that movie.
One of them is named Navi.
Limbus.
The
One of his
army
names-
is there, probably.
One of them is named Gimbus. One of them is named Blue Man. And you can't prove me wrong because you don't remember either.
Okay, that's the movie about the blue.
What about
man, right?
Jake?
Oh, right, the main character's name is Jake.
Jake Gyllenhaal?
His name is Jake Sully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
named after
Avatar fanboys.
named after the
So
pilot.
Is he?
No.
That was before that even happened. That's how old Avatar is.
God, wait, is it actually?
No, it's not.
No, it isn't. Wait, when did that happen? Hold up.
All right, well,
hold
Sam's
up.
Googling that. Also in December, Aquaman, The Lost Kingdom comes out. The next Aquaman movie. Excited for the next Aquaman movie?
No.
2009.
So
That
it
event
is.
happened? Or...
So it is after the. Wait, hold on. hold on.
wait. When the Sully thing happened?
When he landed the plane.
So that was 2000.
Avatar also came out in 2009, but it was made before that came out. So technically, Avatar was made before that.
Hang on.
So wait,
Avatar released. Hang on, Avatar.
Avatar came out in December of 2009.
maybe he was.
December 18th. So landed the plane. Wait, what? 2000. Okay, so it was after.
No, but they made.
It was 11 months after.
But that means the movie was made. That happened.
As the movie was happening.
Then the movie adaptation of that event was conceptualized and came out years before the sequel to Avatar came out at all.
Not that any of these two things are related
Not
in
that
any
they're
way.
related, just to emphasize, this new Avatar will come out 13 years after the last Avatar, and there's still 4 more Avatar movies planned after that.
I'm only slightly older.
The cast is 13 years older now than they were when the movie came out.
It's like what they did with The Incredibles, but with an even bigger time.
The cast will be dead
Except
by
for
the
they're
time
not
they finish Avatar
animated,
5.
so they actually age.
By the time they finish Avatar 5, they'll all be dead.
Yeah.
Good.
James Cameron will die before
Also
he
in
finishes
December.
those movies.
The currently untitled Mario movie. You hyped for that?
Pretty sure the title of the movie is Mario.
I think they'll call it the Super Mario something.
They'll call it
New
Super
Mario.
They'll call it New Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Yep.
It'll be new with that
Dude,
little
that would be
badge.
the ultimate-
Super Mario
That
Bros.
would be
Movie.
the ultimate Nintendo move.
That
To
would be.
call it the new Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Not to be confused with the old Super Mario
Yeah.
Bros. Movie.
Because that's the thought process.
They might
Think about it.
actually call it that.
That would be the funniest thing.
That would
they've ever
actually
done.
be funny because it means that they're self-aware that their naming scheme is absolutely stupid.
They call it no. They call it the new Super Mario Bros. Movie HD.
Yeah. HD.
3D. HD 3D. Also in
You
December
can only watch the movie on a 3D.
A 3DS screen.
is the
You have to go
what's her
into
face?
Mario 3D world.
Also the Whitney Houston biopic, and Babylon, which comes out Christmas Day,
Fun.
from Damien Chazelle, the director of La La Land and Whiplash.
Margot Robbie's in 2 movies this year.
Yup, probably more than that.
Yay, it's
See ya,
over.
fans.
What's your most anticipated movie of next year?
Funnest podcast?
Doctor Strange, probably.
Doctor Strange
Well,
and
you,
Spider-Man.
Patrick.
Morbius.
Definitely Morbius.
Big Morbius.
Alright, cool. Bye-bye,
Bye.
everybody.
What'd you just? Don't.